fucking works. Test. Hello. Hello. It says you are live. All right, it's loading up the video. Let me listen to it. Oh, it doesn't sound like that.
Hello. Alright, I tweeted.
I hope it's only so janky because this laptop.
I got the push notification. Hello, friends. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the redemption, great redemption Nuzlocke. Hello, friends.
Does our audio sound like it does coming through my laptop, or is that the laptop's fault? Because if it sounds like shit, it's probably because I'm rendering right now my ad for the fucking t-shirt that you're wearing right now. The first ever official Digi t-shirt, which is going on sale today. Also, we will probably raffle one out to whoever.
Yeah, we definitely should.
I got all the fucking papers left, so if you give us at least, well, you should grab
What should I get?
the picture of it that's on the table in there. That's like forward.
Oh, is it just by the press?
Yeah.
Okay. Retweet the stream. I already tweeted it.
Okay, will do. Give us just a second to fucking complete our setup here. Oh boy. We live-a-roni, she wrote. I don't even know if people will understand that that's what that says. Because it just says live-roni. Live-roni. Okay, or live-a-roni even. Where can we find your Spirited Away and Adventure Time videos? I never did an Adventure Time video, but my Spirited... No, not this one, the one that was printed correctly. Like the one that's forward.
Printed correctly?
Well, yeah, for... There's one that's just on a regular piece of paper that's just the image.
But it doesn't look as good.
That's fine, I just need them to understand what the image is. I mean, aside from the one that you're wearing on your shirt, which is also correct. Is this a randomized Nuzlocke or just regular? I mean, we will be randomizing the first catch, you know, the starter rather. But otherwise, it's just gonna be first Pokemon you find in an area is the one you have to catch. The rules are gonna be that you can't be. Second.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just saying it after figuring it out. Okay, we're good.
Are we good?
Yes, we are.
Oh, I
good.
just saw 6 Weekend.
Go ahead and get started, dog. Okay, let's try this again without rendering at the same time. Fuck's sake.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Go ahead and get started.
I guess we're gonna get started. Time for Pokemon SoulSilver. Hell yeah.
I think we're live. It's hard to say because this laptop takes 9 years to load up the fucking... It still says live stream on offline on here. Let me see your phone. This laptop is completely fucking worthless. They said immediately better. I don't know what that means.
It means they can't see us, so it's immediately better.
Let's see. Live. Are we live? It says offline on here. But people seem to be reacting as though they can...
You guys are good.
Hold on. They're saying we're good? Okay, hold up.
Gucci.
On your phone, it's displaying live stream as offline.
It's really weird.
I don't understand.
Masterpiece. Is it because
How
we're
are
not...
you guys seeing this?
How many fingers am I holding?
Yeah,
The true trick question.
This is bizarre. It literally, for me, on both...
Yeah, it's not working on my phone, and I'm not hooked up to the Wi-Fi or anything, so...
Did they say how many fingers you were holding up? It's not showing anything for me.
The middle one.
You guys are good to go. The rendering was the issue. The middle one... Okay, well, they know then. They know... They wouldn't even be able to answer the... They wouldn't even know there was a question to be answered.
It's just weird that it's not working on my phone, so maybe it's just going to take a couple minutes for some guys to see.
Whatever the case may be, it seems as though the render was what was causing the issue. So the audio's good, the game is working, you can go ahead and play.
You're about to enter a world where you will embark on a grand adventure of your very own. Speak to people and check things, wherever you go, be it in towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every possible source. Oh, there we go.
It finally fucking showed up.
New paths will open up to you when you help people in need, overcome challenges, and solve mysteries. There's not a lot of that in this game. At times, you'll be challenged by others to a battle. At other times, wild creatures may stand in your way. By overcoming such hurdles, you will gain great power. However, your adventure is not solely about becoming powerful. On your travels, we hope that you will meet countless people and, through them, achieve personal growth. This is the most important objective of this adventure.
Disagree. The most important objective of this adventure
that was
is
some
not
Nate-pilled shit right there. I didn't come here for a lecture.
Alright, well... This is the Pokemon SoulSilver Nuzlocke. I guess now that we are assumably live and visible to everybody, let's talk about what the rules are.
Yeah. I have them written down. Do you want to hit A?
Yes.
And name myself Digi Ho? Okay, the rules. Number 1. If a Pokemon faints, it must be released into the wilds. Number 2. Nickname everything you catch. Number 3. Every catch on a route can only be the first Pokemon you encounter. There is going to be a dupes clause in place because a lot of the Pokemon on the route are reoccurring Pokemon, especially for the earlier game.
Explain what a dupes clause is for people who've never
It means that if you encounter a Rattata but you already have a Rattata, you can scratch that one off. But I'm only allowing myself 3 rerolls, so if I run into 3 Rattata, you get stuck with the Rattata on the 3rd try. And then the last rule, which is the Mumkey exclusive rule, is you must challenge a gym with no more in your party than the gym leader has on their team and at no higher level than their highest Pokemon. So when we go challenge Faulkner at probably the end of this episode, he has 2 Pokemon, the strongest being Pidgeotto at level 13. So nothing in my team can be higher level than that, but I can have 2 level 13 Pokemon. The rest will have to just go in the box. God fucking speed, though.
Alrighty, transferring over.
Controller.
Jack is Boy gave us $2 and said, have you guys ever seen Arcade Gamer Fubuki? I have not. By the way, I'm writing your name on this piece of paper as you have now been entered into the raffle to win a t-shirt such as the one that May is wearing.
Exciting!
Which has this amazing design that I will be selling for $30 domestic. On the video that I was rendering, but I had to cancel the render in order for the stream to live. So you'll see the ad for that go up later tonight.
Which one's the start button?
The design is Digibro versus the Kirito army.
Is there a start button?
Yeah, the start button.
No bueno.
I don't think that's what you press in this game. I think you press X or Y to open the menu, right?
No bueno.
No bueno? What the heck? Let's see what's going on in the control configuration. Start is, press the start button. You already did it, right? And then that's select. Yeah, so everything seems correct. Maybe you can't do that yet?
I just want to make the speed faster. The text is so slow. Oh no.
I don't know why. Well, if you hold A, it goes faster.
Hi, Digi-Ho, you're finally awake. Your friend Ethan was just here.
Alright, we're not reading all the goddamn dialogue. Let's talk about what our fucking strats are. What goes on in the early part of SoulSilver. Have you played SoulSilver before?
I've played Crystal. I've played a little bit of SoulSilver, probably up to like the 6th or 7th gem. Oh, here we go. It's just in the bottom.
Ah, yes. See, they had to give you all of your menu items.
Oh my
I figured it was something
God.
like that.
Why are they doing this to me?
How could this
Alright.
happen?
Oh, we got some options now. Let's see what we got. Text speed. Turn that bad boy up to fast. That is my strat right now.
Yeah.
Battle scene, battle style. We're gonna put it to set because if you hit shift every time you beat a Pokemon, it's gonna ask you, so-and-so is gonna change their Pokemon. Would you like to change your Pokemon as well? And that's fucking baby mode, so let's go with this.
Disgusting stickers on fruits are literally the devil. I mean, you should wash your fruits before you eat it.
Yeah, but it doesn't get rid of the fact that there's a sticker on your fruit.
I mean, you just peel it off, then wash the fruit.
Hey man, why is there a sticker on your fruit in the first place? Leaving this disgusting sticker residue. I agree with that guy.
Fair enough.
I agree.
This
Only
game
time it's
is
acceptable
indeed a throwback.
is on like a banana because the peel is gonna be gone anyways. This is my boyfriend right here.
Yeah. He's
pretty
definitely
good.
the guy from Diamond and Pearl anime who's like, you really think that Starly is good enough? Like, I think that character was based on
There's
this
a
guy.
kid in my middle school who looked just like the rival from this game, and he had like red hair and always used to smoke cigarettes and like watch porn in class and stuff. And
What
I'm
a
like,
fucking edgelord.
wow. He's actually, I know him in real life. Alright, so for the starter Pokemon, I'm gonna use a random number generator to decide who I pick. Only fair. It's the only fair way to do it. So let's see what's going on.
Someone says you should change the frame in the options.
Yeah, you want me to change the frame? I'll change it. I just thought
don't
it'd
know
be
why, but-
easier to just stick with the goat, but I always change mine. He's talking about Pokemon eggs. Fucking
Eggs.
Pokemon eggs.
You gotta raise a fucking Pikachu. Oh.
Touch a ball to see what's inside. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like the first ball closest to the left is 1, middle one is 2, the one on the edge is 3. I don't really know which ones are in there. So we're gonna fire up the random number generator, see what's in here. I'm sorry I can't talk.
Rando
I have
Bando.
some kind of mush mouth today. Go into random.org.
My good old buddy,
The only
random.org.
site I trust for my randomization.
Yep.
All my randomization needs.
Someone says you're too bright.
This video is sponsored by random.org. Okay, we're gonna generate. We got
You gotta
one.
Stop being so bright. Alright, I guess that's
I don't
one on
know
the
if
left,
you can see
right?
this shit, but 1. So whoever's in ball 1 is gonna be in our party. Oh
no,
shit.
went the wrong way.
Chikorita is this
No,
what was
the
1?
other way. That was 1.
Totodile?
Yeah.
Excellent. Got ourselves a Totodile. Okay, what did Butthole Weeb say we should name our Pokemon? Because he left a super
he
chat.
said to name one of the first ones. By the way, yeah, we will name Pokemon after super chats. If you want to super chat a name
I just feel
suggestion.
like okay, it was Mealy, right?
Yeah, he
I feel
wanted
like
you to
that'd be
name one
better
Mealy.
for like a bug or grass type. For
He
Totodile,
said name one of the first ones.
Okay,
Mealy. So if somebody has a
well-
better suggestion, let us know what you want us to
I
name
want to
the
give
fucking
Totodile a good name because Totodile's like a good Pokemon. So
Regardless of super chatting, just let us know what you want to name it.
yeah.
But if you do have a
if you super
chat,
chatted, you know,
it's
we'll
not super
consider
chat win the hat
yours
this
more
time. It's super
highly.
chat win the shirt.
super chat win the shirt.
There's got to be a better rhyme.
When
Uh,
the
Dollar squirt
dirt.
win the shirt.
dollar squirt win the shirt. We're going with it. Okay, we got a
we've
male Totodile.
Gurgi, will die, Squirtle. I like Squirtle since we named our
Yeah.
Squirtle Charmander.
That's pretty
before.
good. I'm gonna go
New
with Squirtle,
Squirtle.
probably.
Asuna, Laser Gator. Name him Squirt.
Squirtle it is.
Yep. Unless somebody wants to snipe it, it's gonna be Squirtle. while she's doing that, I will take this opportunity to once again remind everybody that I am raffling off a t-shirt of whatever size you want of this design. It is Artso Fartso with a cigar in mouth, aiming a Nerf gun at an array of Kiritos. You have ReZero Kirito, regular Kirito, blonde Kirito, that one really bad show, well, I guess that would describe all of them. Cell phone? And Ass War Kirito. No, the one that I talked about.
Parallel Rhapsody.
Yes, Death March of the Parallel World Rhapsody. Their options in fighting me are to burst, link, or run. And there will be a signature in this. I will sign the shirt in this little graph here with the name Digi Bro. So if you pay at least $1 for Super Chat, you'll be entered in a raffle.
Speaking of that, you just got a new Super Chat.
From Vito Pacino.
No hat, no Super Chat.
I will be selling the shirt after the stream. A video is going to go up announcing it. It is $30 domestic. $35 if you live in Canada and $40 if you live elsewhere. But, you know, the full ad will go up after this.
Oh my god, there's a Squirtle's following us.
Sparse-Apin also. Oh shit, they're coming in. Hey, we got a Brobney Faggot.
Bromney Faggot!
Sparsapon says, have you considered finishing the Sun and Moon anime? I don't think it's over yet, but I would like to catch up on it. I kind of want to watch all of the Pokemon anime, because I think all of it's pretty good. I mean, maybe the middle seasons aren't as strong. It's hard for me to say, because I haven't...
got ourselves some potions.
I haven't seen that much of them.
Oh shit, the super chats are rolling
Tacos in. Hey man, you gotta win that fucking shirt.
Win this shirt. It's a good shirt. I like it. Looks good.
Last time, fucking Subsonic Sparkle won a hat, and also somebody else just kind of bought a misprint hat off of us. So, you know, there have been winners in the past. The hat was shipped. I don't know if he's
I
got
like
it
that
yet.
they made the other trainer like the gay boy. He's like
the gay boy.
It's the gay boy.
He's just like the, oh, Pokemon are fun, right?
Yeah.
They always do that now. Like,
I know.
Ever since, I don't know, Gen 3, it's like they stopped having the like asshole rival.
I really do like this new trainer a whole lot, but like she's not as cute as Chris, just because Chris had like, you know, the leisure kind of style going on. Like, I would wear the outfit of this girl, totally. She's really adorable, totally my aesthetic, but like the other trainer, Chris, is just like more nostalgic. But they kept her pigtails, so I guess that's acceptable, but I don't know.
Somebody said make her Squirt win the shirt. We need to communicate that you have to give a $1 super chat somehow in the maybe
rhyme. If you give a $1 super chat, I'll
call
squirt.
A Pokemon dude hole.
Dude hole, let's do it.
There's gonna be a dude hole, I guess.
Okay, we're getting our Poké gear, which is pretty.
So we're gonna have Mealy and Dude Hole as two of our Pokemon.
Let's combine it into a Mealy Dude Hole.
Oh boy, that is pretty good. Anyway. What have we got going on here today?
Yesterday was the 4th of July.
Oh yeah, it was hotter than a June bug on a tarmac on the 4th of July. I tell you what, we did some real normcore shit yesterday.
Normcore boomer shit.
Yeah, we did normcore boomer shit. Okay, to the person who keeps asking where can you find my Spirited Away video, if it's not in my Patreon thing, like my archive, then it's just not available right now. I can re-upload it soon to BitChute, but yeah, I don't know. Like, my shit gets pulled off the internet all the fucking time. I can't always keep up with it, so there's not always a way to watch everything. But if it's not anywhere available, I'll get it up on fucking on BitChute.
Shit out of me.
Anyway, yesterday was 4th of July. We had Vic and Hope over, and we did a barbecue. We did a grillin'. Is it considered barbecue just as long as you are grilling things? Is that what it means to barbecue?
I don't think so.
Well,
we just did a grilling.
Yeah, Vic made some hot dogs and burgers and a steak.
I don't think I have any Pokeballs yet. Yeah. I wasn't really in the mood for a burger, so I was kind of like, I'll just get a steak for me.
And you made this punch that was like...
Oh, yeah. I was like, you know, the day before, we should make some kind of, like, fun drink, right? For the 4th of July.
Some kind of 4th of July drink. Red, white, and blue. And it had like pineapple, strawberry, and blueberry in this like wine, and it just tasted like wine basically.
It was 2 bottles of wine, some vodka, and some fruit, basically. Some triple sec.
Pretty strong.
And lots of lemon juice.
And I made my Murica t-shirt, which is also going to be for sale because people requested it. I don't know if anybody's actually going to buy it. Because people on Twitter will be like, "Oh, dude, I need that shirt," and it's like, "Are you really gonna buy this shirt that has the N-word on it?" Like, I don't know if you're gonna buy this shirt. But
oh, it's a Centrit.
Give me $1, win a shirt with no collar. That's not bad, Greg Berry. Give me $1, win a shirt with no collar. Whirling Dervish win the shirt skirmish? That doesn't make any sense at all. So anyway, yeah, we had our Murica day. We went out to the beach. We saw the fireworks at the beach, which, like, is something that I will always pass up on for the exact reason that it ended up being a little bit of a pain in the ass. Because it's like, your ideal is drink alcohol, like, be drunk, see fireworks. But getting to and from the beach, obviously you can't drive if you want to get drunk, and also you will never find parking. So the best way is to Uber to and from the beach. However, Uber will have surge pricing and will take 9 years to escape.
Yes.
And also the beach will have 10 billion people on it, which it did. But...
it done did.
The fireworks shows in town were the beach or Mount Trashmore, and Mount Trashmore is a much smaller location that will be even more packed and even harder to get out of, and there's not as much to do aside from see fireworks. So we went to the beach, we Ubered there, and I gotta say, the best part of this adventure was that we had the 2 coolest Ubers imaginable.
Yeah, how lucky were we?
Because the first Uber we got was the Carcade.
The fucking BB Carcade.
Oh, we got a super chat from Purple who says favorite Homestuck character. You haven't read Homestuck, but my favorite is probably Dirk Strider, the master of all irony. You know, his quote about how he had reached a level of irony where it was no longer possible to tell the difference between sincerity and irony.
Learned water gun already.
Highly relatable to me. It's been a very long time since I read Homestuck, though. Anyway, the Carcade was this dude who had he had like a big old car where you could seat like 7 in the back. Well, no, 5 in the back rather, and 1 in the front. But he had a TV like between the front and passenger seats that had some kind of emulator on it, I guess, and he had like every single game that was on the Super Nintendo, NES, Master System, Genesis, Atari, and something else like Game Gear. It was all the games on all those consoles, and a couple of pretty good Super Nintendo like USB controllers. So me and Vic fucking sat there and played King of Dragons for the drive, the whole drive to the beach. It was fucking
like a 20-minute drive.
Mad nostalgia. It did not feel like any time at all because I was in the King of Dragons, which is a game that there was like a period of time when my friend Donson discovered he had like 2 Super Nintendos in his house, and so he gave one to us. And he had like a very random smattering of games, one of which was King of Dragons, which is a beat 'em up that you can play with, I think, like 3 or 4 players. So the game, it's probably like a 40-minute long game, but it's really hard because you have to do it on a certain number of continues, and the final boss is like ultra fucking difficult unless you have some continues stored up. So we just spent a while like running the game over and over again until
the running shoes.
Vic and Donson managed to beat
the
final boss. It was a good ass time, and so we played King of Dragons the whole ride there, and then on the ride back, which was a nightmare because what we should have done was just immediately call an Uber because we were thinking we'll walk a few roads back and we'll get an Uber like where the traffic's not as bad. But first of all, the traffic was bad, like gridlocked forever in all directions. And second of all, the longer we waited, the more expensive it got. Like, the surge pricing kept getting worse because more people are already getting Ubers, so there's fewer of them available. So it got to a point where it was like $45 for an Uber, and we're waiting for this dude, and he manages to pass the place where we're waiting twice and then give up and cancel.
Yeah.
And we're like, we have to get out of here soon because Hope had to fucking wake up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work. So we end up calling a $60 Lyft.
Hey man, he was there.
But the guy, he was there right away, and he was listening to good, like, we get in the car and he's playing Between the Buried and Me, and I was like, whoa. Then comes on some Metallica song, but then it was like a video, like a Zelda mashup with that song, tripping on bobos, wrapped in bobos, mixed with Zelda. Then it was like a Kanye West and Jay-Z and T.I. song. And then as we were getting out of the car, fucking Mouths Like Sidewinder Missiles by fucking Fall of Troy came on, and I was like, this guy has the best taste in this town. It was pretty cool.
Excellent.
Also, the fireworks were good. But the
fireworks were awesome. They went on, like, they were at least 30 minutes long, right?
It was probably like 20-30 minutes, and they were being fired off a boat.
Because they kept saying on the announcements, the hour-long fireworks show.
There's no way.
Bullshit.
There's no way that would have happened. Like, who the fuck wants to watch fireworks for a whole hour anyways? But yeah, it was like 20 minutes of fireworks. And then, but before that, we had gone to one of the bars in town, and next to this bar, there's this building that on the 10th floor has like a patio that Victor's shot a bunch of weddings at, because Victor's filmed weddings at like all the hotels down at the beach. So, but somebody says click on the shoes button for auto run, please.
I can't click on it. It won't let me click.
I mean, I think I could do it with the mouse.
Oh, you're right. You will have to click on it.
Alright, I'll wait till the battle's over. Oh, Tommaso Choco Taco, didn't you already give a super chat for $1?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you already gave one. I mean, do we want to this time do repeat names like what we said we wouldn't do last time?
Do it. I think it's a better idea.
Alright, we're gonna let you stack the fucking deck. That's how we're doing it this time.
Why not?
Multiple.
That's how a raffle works. Yeah, keep putting money in to buy the tickets.
Alright. You forgot to let me fucking do the thing before you started the next fight.
Go, man. I'll run away.
Anyway.
Oh, no.
So, so on the top of this building, there's like a deck that we were gonna go check out. So we're leaving the,
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you.
We're leaving the fucking bar, and I'm just like, I've got like a mostly full cup of this blue slushy. This blue alcoholic slushy, and I'm just like,
granted, the time was like 9:15, and we
Yeah.
were all like, why are you trying to order more stuff? We're trying to go to see the fireworks.
Because you have to understand, there are about 7,000 billion people on the beach. There's like as many people, I was gonna say 7,000, then I realized it was way too low of a number. There's probably closer to 1 million people on the beach, like literally. There are people everywhere. It's an endless sea of people.
Yeah, when we got to the beach, there was a person literally being arrested. So the cops are out. The cops are out. Of course the cops are out.
But like, there's people smoking weed everywhere. There's people holding drinks everywhere. You can't tell the difference between an alcoholic and a non-alcoholic beverage that somebody's holding. How?
You can tell it has the bar's name on the cup.
It was wrapped in paper towels in my hand. You can't read the cup that I'm holding.
It was like an
alcoholic
it's full of
slushy, which there are places selling blue slushies all over the beach. And moreover, who the hell is gonna give a shit that I'm drinking this drink?
I saw somebody getting arrested when we first got there. Who fucking knows, man?
What were they? They were probably getting arrested for selling weed or something.
In college, the cops used to be out and were looking for people with open containers constantly. And like, if you were walking and you had open containers, the cops were 100% gonna bust you. And there are ways you can get around it.
Well, that's at a college.
Yeah, and there's even more cops around at the beach.
Point is, I think I can sneak my drink around the fucking cops. I don't think it's difficult to do that. I could have stuffed it under my shirt. I could have just carried it in a way where it was kind of behind me. I could have just finished it real quick.
We're not gonna finish a slushy real quick.
I could have, but I needed another drink because I wasn't drunk yet. And I was fucking like, I am not gonna have fun if I'm not at least one more drink drunk. So I drank maybe like 10% of this drink. And
it's so sad.
As I'm getting ready to carry it out, you're like, whoosh, you grab that shit and throw it in your bag. You're like, I'll just put it in my bag until we get up to this patio.
Yeah, because we're just walking
thing.
next door. It's not like we're going really far. And I've put drinks in my bag before with it being completely okay, but not this time.
We didn't do anything to try to cover it. Boba Bickle, by the way, says, I got my prototype shirt. It was epic.
Hell yeah.
Good
Glad
to
you
know.
like it.
If you want to, like Boba Bickle, who has now been entered to win a second shirt, I guess, win this shirt. If you want to win a shirt like he has of Digibro versus the army of Kiritos. Look at all these Kiritos I'm fighting. You've got ReZero Kirito, regular Kirito, blonde Kirito, fucking Death March of the Parallel World Rhapsody Kirito, and Astroscore Kirito, all attempting to either burst, link, or run against me. And that will also be signed. You can win this shirt by giving at least $1 in the super chats. And we will, at the end of this live stream, we will pick a winner.
I'm wearing the shirt right now.
Yes, May is wearing a copy.
Super comfy.
You're wearing the original.
I'm wearing the
Gildan
original
one.
Gildan. The ones we have are Hanes shirts.
The small
which are
ones we have. So we have this in small, medium, large, extra large. We'll give you whichever size you want. The small shirt is a Gildan. The other ones are all Hanes.
That's what I'm wearing right now. I like the shirt. I prefer Gildan over Hanes, but I think it's just because they're like better fit for women. Just because they're like a little less boxy. Can you make a shirt
of your face from the Annie Torre EX video? Maybe. Hey, we just got an entry from Jaylee Lane Cassis. So anyway, the ending of that story is that you put the drink in your bag.
Got the apricorn box.
And so we're walking to the hotel. I've got empty hand syndrome. I keep like grabbing, like expecting the drink to be there. I keep putting my hand up to my mouth and going,
yeah, the $15 drink you just got.
Yes, my $13 drink I just bought. And as we're walking to the hotel, you go, oh, I think something just shifted. Hopefully it wasn't a big shift. You open up your bag, pull out the cup, and there is about as much left as how much I had already drank. And the rest of it is entirely coating the inside of your purse. So the Pokemon movie cards are in there.
They're still in their wrapper. They're
slush.
Probably still fine.
You've got some pens, just some random.
There's nothing important in there.
There was nothing too important.
That's why I threw it in there, because it's just like, this is
Digital
my shit
Zombie
bag
64
that I wear
has entered the
when I go out anyways. But I've had success putting stuff in my bag like that. I really didn't want Vic and Hope to have to suffer through you getting harassed by the cops, because that's never fun. It's uncomfortable. It's happened before. The cops are out literally to do stuff like that.
Okay, I know. That's why I'm extremely careful and why I would have been doing it very discreetly. I think I'm pretty good at getting away with things.
Well,
this is coming from somebody who you and I were smoking weed in the middle of the streets in Boston during the fucking parade.
I was so nervous to do that, and we did it in a space where there were other people
18 other people doing it. Where literally everyone was out in the streets with open containers of alcohol, like the whole city.
People at least had them wrapped up. I just was afraid. I was like not really okay with you doing that, and I don't think anybody else in the party was. Not that that excuses my stupid behavior, because I made a mistake. I was foolish, but like nobody was telling you like, oh yeah, you should get a drink. Everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? We have to go see the fireworks.
Boba Bickle, who I guess has entered again for another chance to win another shirt that he already has, says, oh, is that what the design was supposed to be? I don't know if that means he just didn't understand what the what the conceit was, or if the version that he got was just dramatically fucked, because the test run shirts
probably a little bit of both.
The test run that I did was because the printer I have was like misprinting every shirt that I did, and it was telling me that it had enough ink, but I think that what had happened was that it was like mostly out of blue or something. I I don't know why. Like, because the new one I've got, the new cartridge I bought, has already printed like 11 shirts with no misprints at all, even though it says it's low on ink and has said so for the last 3 prints. But the previous one was like, oh, ink level's fine. Every single one came out jank. And that was with the official ink, whereas now I'm using repro cartridges from Target. So, whatever the case, you know, yeah, the original run was all, like, each one was fucked up in its own unique way, and it seemed like people were really into that. They were like, oh, I want the fucked up ones. It's more aesthetic, I guess. And I was just like, well, all right, I'll sell them off. So I sold all my fucked up ones.
Oh, no.
If this one doesn't sell well after I make the announcement, maybe I'll have to fuck them up deliberately to make them more appealing or something. The one who is drunk just gave us $5, says, more alcohol is always the answer. First time watching your stream, by the way. Welcome.
Hell yeah.
We don't do that many streams yet, but...
We do them once a week. What are you talking about? And you did...
As of, like, 2 weeks ago.
And you were doing I Am Games for a while, where,
yes.
you know...
I Am Games was a pretty regular stream, but it was on Twitch, and the reason we're not on Twitch, even though I have a Twitch, what's it called?
Channel?
No,
account?
The partner account.
Affiliate?
Yeah.
Partner. Or is it partner?
It's partner.
Okay.
I have a Twitch partner account, and it's possible that we will switch to it if we decide to stream more often, but because we're only streaming once a week currently, we just figured the profit from super chats would most likely outweigh the profit of
people who are buying, because you have to like buy the points, the bits to send to people, or you can make donations in Streamlabs, right?
I have to figure that out, because apparently there is some way to cause like some other donation form through Streamlabs that if we had it, I think it's just if you use a link in the description. There's a lot of things I should figure out about streaming, because streaming, here's the thing. People who watch a lot of streams, they know all the different possibilities because they see streamers doing it. But, like, I don't watch streams, so I don't know any of those possibilities. And all of them are, like, weird and distinct in how you set them up. Yeah. It's not as though you just get the package and you understand it all immediately. It's like people will tell you, oh, why haven't you set up this? Why haven't you set up that? And I'm like, I've never even heard of that. I don't know how to set that up. You please send me a full guide. I am a boomer.
We're doing our rival battle.
Aphrodicus says, love your Cardinal Kyokai and Serial Experiment Lanes vids. Thank you. I'm glad that, you know, some people actually go back and watch my super old shit. Because those videos have some of the least views on my channel. Oni01 says, Sailor Jerry or Captain Morgan? I do not know Sailor Jerry. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I guess Captain Morgan has to be the answer. I never heard of Sailor Jerry. I don't know if that's another rum or if that's just something unrelated. Alright, kick his ass. Did we get to name the rival in this?
Yeah, you get to name him afterwards.
Okay.
You have to meet him and beat him first.
Boba Bickle has entered again. I want to buy all your merch, but $10 an hour isn't enough. How the hell are you paying for all these super chats?
Hey man, thanks for the chats, the chatterones.
Yes.
What did that one guy say to name our next Pokemon? Like,
there was Mealy and it was like Manhole or something. Was it
Manhole?
It was like Boyhole.
I think it was Manhole.
That doesn't seem right. I don't remember it being like a word like that. We should have written.
I thought it because the combination name was Mealy Manhole.
Was it Hole or something that's like Hole?
I don't know.
I should have written.
You read it. You really should have. Dude Hole.
Yeah.
Should we name this guy Dude Hole?
Thank you, chat, for having paid a lot more attention than
Hole.
I did. Oh yeah, he could be Dude Hole.
Yeah.
Or he could be Mealy.
He could be
because he is mealy as fuck.
He is mealy. Let's name him Mealy.
Yeah, alright. He's gonna be mealy. He should be Mealy AF, and then Dude Hole will be one of our Pokemon names.
Alright. Oh no, you saw my name. It's Mealy. I'm sure Butthole will be happy as being the rival in this game.
Yeah, I think so too.
He'll appreciate
Especially because Butthole Weeb has sent by far the most money over the course of these streams,
my God.
so he deserves representation.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Ryan Morphy says, I've never smoked while watching Digibro. This is going to be great. I hope so. I hope there's enough going on to keep you entertained. Because when I'm high, I like to watch stuff that's like as dense as possible. But I don't think everybody thinks that way. I mean, it also depends on what kind of weed you're smoking. You know, if you're on chill weed, it might be better to just watch a live stream. If you're on that fucking indica.
That indica groove.
You saw his name dox him. Whose name?
The rival.
Oh.
You baka? Is there an upstairs to the Pokemon Lab? I'll have to check it out.
Is that new Isekai show this season going to warrant a new Your Anime Sucks? I mean, I don't really think... You know, I never thought of Your Anime Sucks as a series. Like, that was never a thing I was setting out to do. It's more like... Sword Art Online... You have to understand, Sword Art Online is the biggest anime of the fucking decade. Like, it is by far the most popular, the best-selling. It is a major force to be reckoned with. And at the time, I was getting people requesting me to talk about Sword Art Online all the time. Like, when I said I was switching over to anime, people were like, oh, you gotta talk about Sword Art Online. So I watched it, and I was so infuriated with it that I made the analytical diatribe. And then when Season 2 started up, there were a bunch of people who were saying that it was better than Season 1, and that was what pissed me off all over again. And then if we're thinking of the Asterisk War Sucks, it wasn't really about that show being so offensive that I wanted to cover it. It was just an excuse to talk about the whole of shitty light novel anime adaptations, because there were so many. And I chose that one because it was by A1 Pictures, and that so many of the ones that I had so many of the shows I had the biggest problems with were A1 Pictures shows. So I wanted this way, like, I'll use this show as a vehicle to talk about, like, how to recognize when a show is bad, basically, like how you can tell from an early point that a show is going to be bad, how a show like this uniquely fucks up, like all the different ways that it can be bad. The fact that this studio produces this kind of bad shit, the fact that light novels produce bad shit, like, all of that was encapsulated in that series. So there was never really, like, oh, I'm gonna find bad anime and talk shit about them.
So
it was
do we want the mom to save our money for us? I know she sends you some better stuff than in Gen 1.
I have no idea.
But would it be better just to have the money around?
I've never done that before.
I'm gonna probably say it'd be better to have the money around Nuzlocke.
So,
fuck
like,
you, Mom.
Like, whereas like Your Movie Sucks, like, the conceit of his show is like because that is the thing, is he finds shitty movies and reviews them. That was never my intention, you know. It was just there happened to be two different instances of shows that I wanted to do that with. And then the other ones I've done that are similar are sequels, where when I think a sequel to, like, a really good show ruins the show, like the Psycho-Pass and Steins Gate Zero sequels, that will inspire me to do a video like that. But, like, oh, apparently we went down for a second, and now we're back with lag.
Unfortunate.
It says video output low. I'm getting more Fs.
F.
Let
B.
me try switching to super low latency or something. Stream options. Ultra low latency. Oh, I can't seem to switch it. I had to switch it when we're not live, probably. Oh, I just got $10 from Tefulio.
Yo, thank you.
They say the audio is still good. It's just the video that's fucked up, I guess.
Unfortunate.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Your Anime Sucks.
Talking about mealy buttholes.
So it's like, I'm not so much waiting for a show to be so bad that it's worth talking about, because they're all bad in the same way. You know, like, I don't think it's interesting or fun to go through a show and just rip on it just because it's bad. Because there's a billion bad shows. There's always a bunch of bad anime airing, and they're all bad for the same reasons. So, like, I understand what the appeal would be to others, but there would be no appeal to me. It would have to be that something came out that was like unbelievably massively popular and really bad. That would be what would make me want to talk about it, is if it was like...
So we're getting ready for our first encounter with the wild Pokemon. What I was hoping we could do for the stream is to randomize the time that we start at, because the game is clock based. Like what Pokemon you're gonna get depends on what time of day it is. For whatever reason, it thinks it's like 12:30 in the afternoon, it being 7:45 now. So I'm gonna have different encounter rates than what I was expecting, but that's cool. First encounter of the game. Let's see what we get.
Oh shit, it's happening. And
who's gonna be our first party member? It's Sentret.
Sentret's a cool Pokemon. Design-wise, at least.
Excellent. I love Sentret. Like. It is adorable. It is bad. Oh, it has a good moveset. That's not the problem with it.
Is it also Mealy? Oh wait, we were gonna name the other thing Mealy. He's gonna be Dudehole.
Dudehole, right? Yeah, that's a good name for.
Dudehole is a good Sentret name. He looks like he would go up a Dudehole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stick a gerbil in your ass through a tube.
By the way, someone was like explaining the F meme to me. I know the F meme. I may be a boomer, but I know press F to pay respects. Especially because your brother says it verbally all the time.
Yep. Welcome to my life. My brother is a walking meme. He only communicates through memes.
Pretty much.
Much like his big sister.
What's the most common one? He says, well, he usually doesn't even say press F to pay respects. He says press F to doubt.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah, or X to doubt. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
press X to doubt. He says that shit all the time. And sometimes he just says doubt, but he'll also say press X to doubt. Hey, Cozy says, for what it's worth, I appreciate you streaming on YouTube and not Twitch, and gives us $2. Thank you much, Cozy.
Dudehole, thank you, bro.
I mean, the thing is that, like, I personally am not in the Twitch infrastructure, in the sense that, like, I don't watch Twitch, I don't know it that well, I don't understand the culture of Twitch streaming, and I don't stream for, like, long amounts of time, multiple times a week. If I decided to get into that kind of streaming, I would do it there, but, like, if we're only going to stream once a week for 2 or 3 hours, it just makes more sense to do it on YouTube, where my audience already is, right?
There.
Like, I don't have to tell people to go to my Twitch. I can just stream on YouTube. You know, we got 221 viewers. That's more than we ever had on the I Am Games streams, so...
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Poor I Am Games.
It's usually average, like, 80. Press F to doubt T.
Alright. So there is another Pokemon that we can catch very early on in the game. If you go up to Route 46, there's some interesting encounters up there, so we'll be heading there next.
To co-pilot Coco asking what are the names of the nicknames of Pokemon currently just got in. We've only caught one. We just got a Sentret and named it Dudehole. And I believe our rival is named Mealy.
Mealy AF.
Yes. We also have the Totodile named Squirtle. Yes. I forgot that was a nickname and that it wasn't just a Squirtle. Boba Bickle has entered his name again into the raffle.
Congratulations, the shirt is
the name,
yours.
Name the next Pokemon Boba.
Okay, sounds good.
Jalay Lane Cass has entered again as well. Says, you annoyed by your Cracker vid getting taken down? I mean, that shit is just ridiculous. I'm afraid to even talk about it in this stream for fear of this stream getting taken down for fucking... All I have to say
for hate
is...
speech. That's what they said. It was against their guidelines for hate speech. Cracker.
Yeah. A video explaining that word is not offensive to anyone from a white person is considered hate speech.
It is.
Shout out to co-pilot Coco, who was the one who requested that rant. What are we raffling this time, you ask? Oh, I am raffling... Well, first of all, yeah, show the shirt yourself.
Oh gosh.
The shirt that you're wearing. Although our resolution is like dog shit low.
Just show them the picture.
But it's the t-shirt that I'm going to be selling in a video as soon as this live stream's over. I will be able to render it in my video. But it's a t-shirt of me versus the army of Kiritos. As you can see, there are 5 different Kiritos who are attempting to beat me as a boss fight. Their only options are to burst link or run. And it will be signed in this hole here, as you can see on her shirt, if you can see on her shirt.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
want to get too close to the camera.
We have a small Gildan, medium through extra large, and Hanes shirts. I will make it, send it to you if you win this raffle. Yeah, made to order. And they're going to go for sale for $30 domestic, $40 international. Shortly after this stream. Probably it'll take like an hour and a half to render and upload the video. But
excellent. Look forward to that. I am modeling the shirt.
Yeah.
It's pretty
There will be a video on this channel announcing the shirt, telling you how you can get it. So it will be for sale. But right now, we're raffling it. There are currently...
There are currently 20 pieces of paper that say
about 20,
Boba Bickle on them.
No, there's about 20 total entries into the raffle. So your odds are 1 in 20 if you donate at least $1 via Super Chat. I mean, your odds are like 1 in 4 or 5 if you are Boba Bickle. But yeah, you can stack the deck because we didn't do that last time, and now we're trying it the other way. We'll see which one results in...
Which one makes people happier.
Yeah,
that's the most important. That's the most important part. And we will judge that by how much money we make.
This is indeed based on Phantasy Star 4. To the guy who said so. That's why it has the black bars at the top and bottom, because that's how it looks in
It's fucking sick.
Phantasy Star 4. As a big Phantasy Star fan.
A Phantasy Star boy, as they say.
Have you ever had a video taken down for using the N-word? I have not. Not once.
The most surprising news of the day.
I know, right?
Squirtle has made it to level 10.
Boba Bickle has entered again. Says, fuck, I need shirt. No more chats. Alright. Good luck. I mean, he already has one, is the thing. He already has one of the misprinted copies. He just wants another one.
He wants a good one. That's understandable.
I mean, he could always just buy another one. At this point, the super chat cost is like, this is a real gambler's
who do we get this time? A
thing
Rattata?
here. He's like, all right, maybe I can get this shirt for like $12 by stacking the deck, or so I don't have to pay $30, possibly $40 if he's not domestic. But I might not get it at all, which will mean I've just wasted an hour's worth of work pay.
It's all good. So we're gonna try to catch this Rattata. His name is probably gonna be Boba, because that's what our friend here said in the chat.
Ash Vampire says they also recently bought a shirt they think I'd be way into. What kind of shirt is that, bro?
Alright, attempt number 2 to catch the Rattata. Will we get him?
Super Chert to win the shirt.
Hell yeah.
Super Shart to win the fart.
Alright, Boba Bickles, this one goes out to you. Living wherever there is food available, it ceaselessly scavenges for edibles the entire day.
I'm ceaselessly scavenging for edibles the entire day, too!
Excellent!
Hey, 420 friendly!
Oh my
I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night. I smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints. And then I smoke 2 more. I fucked that up.
It's all good.
Wasn't Buckhole Wheat supposed to get a nickname? He's gonna be the rival. Did we ever name the rival?
Yeah, he's Mealy.
Yeah, that's
Mealy
right. Mealy
AF.
as fuck. That's what he wanted it to be named. The rules of the universe dictate the person with the most entries will lose. It depends.
It's true.
It depends. I mean, it's gonna be random. Butthole Weeb just came back and entered again. He says, I'm back, boys. What is dude hole? Did I miss a meme? Somebody just asked us to name one dude hole, but we have named the rival Mealy as fuck for you.
Yeah.
But Butthole Weeb is now in the raffle to win the shirt twice.
Hell to the yeah.
Digi just put a boomer on a lawnmower, sipping some Monster on a shirt, and watch them sell. I mean, that's already a meme that exists. Oh, Boba Bickle has entered again.
Oh my god.
Who says, at Hazel Never Talks, no, my misprint. What about... Because Hazel is the one who got the misprinted hat from the previous,
my
previous
misprint
stream.
brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours. Did you know?
L, do you know?
Alright, so let's look at our team real quick, see what natures we got, see what they have as abilities. We have 2 normal types, Doodle and Boba, and a water type. Got the level 4 Doodle, the sassy nature. It has increased special defense, which is nice for Sentret.
Oh, Hazel wants Boba's shirt. That's what
speed.
they're talking about. I mean, if you want to monopolize the misprints, you're going to have to buy the, like... What? How many did I sell? 10? No, I sold 8 misprinted shirts through my Discord. So you'll have to track down all 8 people. You'll have to pull a fucking, Scott Pilgrim and track down the 8 misprints that you have to fucking get rid of.
And our Boba has decreased speed and increased special defense. Because it's stoned all the time, it has increased speed. That's pretty, or decreased speed. It has the Guts ability, boost attack if there's stat problems. Neither of these are great. The Sentret probably has the best ability. Our Totodile has a good ability too.
Where is the daily anime video for today? It's only fucking 8 o'clock, buddy.
I still got like 17 more hours of the day left.
Yeah. I'll be working on that tonight.
It's true though. We've definitely put a lot of stuff in our schedule.
It's good. I mean, we've been working our fucking asses off lately, pretty much since coming back from
yeah, yesterday was like a day off just because the holiday,
Oklahoma.
but like every day has been like
Butthole's giving us another $5. Says, just bought my blogger buddy's sushi. Promare was impossible to get into, so I'm here for the rest of the stream. Take my money. Mealy better not die. Well, Mealy is the rival, so they definitely won't die. But you saw Promare? Where the hell could
he was at Anime Expo?
Oh shit!
It's gonna be at Ochicon.
Well, apparently Butthole Weeb was not feeling it.
He didn't he not get to go to see?
No, he said it was impossible to get into, as in the
yeah,
premiere.
as in he's at Anime Expo and there's like 3 million people there.
You got a little.
A booger?
Yeah.
Oh no.
The left side.
Well, I have to go.
Just pop off
I have
screen.
to go.
Just pop off. You got this, dog. I don't think it's visible from the camera's perspective, but... Oh god, what do? I don't want to fuck anything up.
Don't do anything!
What if I save? Can I save? I'm saving. I saved the game. It says it's saving a lot of data.
Yeah, it has to create a new save file.
Saving a lot of data. So much data.
Yeah, that happens when you create a new save file because it has to register you and everything.
All gravy.
Gravy? I think not. It's Raby.
Did you watch the new JoJo eps today? No, I am not watching JoJo. That is not in my...
It's not in your peripheral.
No, it's not in my line of sight. I have thought about catching up on like Carol and Tuesday, so I could do that in the daily show. Is there anything else that's still airing that I'd want to watch?
Maybe.
I think that was the only long runner from last season that was good. We have to finish fucking Sarazanmai. We're like 4 episodes into. We have only watched the first 2 of Dororo. Party is over. People are talking about fucking Mob Psycho and One Punch Man and shit. What is the best JoJo part? Who the hell knows?
The end.
I don't have anything against JoJo.
How did it become night already? What the hell
in
happened?
particular. I have no fucking idea.
Okay, well it's nighttime in the game.
Hoot Hoot! Hoot Hoot is my fucking jam. Fucking Noctowl. Is the most
Maybe it's
fun.
because we saved and it now has the actual time.
That would be hilarious if it just literally didn't, like, if it just suddenly changed on the basis of that.
I'd believe it. Let's see if Dude Hole.
Dr. Stone, Fire Force, I think those both came out today, so I will be watching them.
Ooh,
tonight.
hell yeah.
Tonight, all the good shit came out. Fucking O Maidens came out.
It's the weekend. They always put the good
Dr.
stuff
Stone
on the weekend.
came out. Why are you not a fan of JoJo? Also, you should make a video on the Mermaid Sisters from Carol and Tuesday. I'm not a fan of JoJo. I just don't think the anime adaptation is as good as the manga is. And I mean, it varies season by season, but, you know, it's just like I'd rather read the manga, and I have not gotten around to doing that. I've read part 1. I liked part 1 a lot at the time I read it, which was like
I got
a decade
dick in
ago.
my throat.
Oh, Ash Vampire gave $5. He says, have you seen that 3 Hertz has a movie set for fall 2019? The designs look really good, and I'm excited to see what the studio can do with the movie runtime. I have not. Haven't heard about that, but it should be interesting. 3
Y'all
Hertz has
hear
done...
about the Akira?
Didn't they do a
TV
they did a
reboot?
Princess Principal movie, right? But we never saw it. I would like to watch that.
Is-
Yeah, apparently Akira is going to be turned into a fucking TV show by Sunrise. That's happening.
Hey man, dreams do come true, but sometimes they are nightmares.
I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I'm not instantly negative because, like,
Right.
it's not going to be the movie. That's obvious.
That's fine though. There's so much source material to cover.
Right, because there's the original books were, it was 6 books. It would translate probably just fine to a 13-episode series, like maybe even 26. I don't think it would take that long to tell the full story of Akira, but like, there has to be a certain level of artwork quality for it to even work, but Sunrise can do that. Like, if it looks even just as good as, like, their OVA movies, or, like, the
Let's pick up 10 Pokeballs so we get a premiere
if it looks as good as, like, the Gundam series. I'm surprised they're not doing it as a series of 6 movies, honestly. I don't know why they're doing it as a TV show. I just hope it's not going to be all in CG or something. But I don't know. I want to be hopeful about it.
Oh, my poor soul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna level up my Pokemon for a bit before I catch some new guys. At least Dude Hole needs
Holy
to probably
shit!
be level
Apparently,
7.
Princess Principal is getting 6 50-minute movies, which apparently was also true of
Nani?
Girls and Panzer's big finale. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, but it's Princess Principal.
It must have
I
been
didn't
pretty
know
fucking
that show
successful.
was that popular. I like Princess Principal
I mean,
a whole lot,
well,
but
you got to think of it this way. It's not so much about how popular it is. It's that it's an original IP owned by 3 Hertz.
it's true.
And they're like a brand new studio, and I guess probably it was more successful than Dimension W was. So,
Although that was based on a manga.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I think just the fact that they own the IP means they want to try to make as much off of it as they can. But I don't know, that does seem like a bit extreme. It doesn't seem like Princess Principal was that big a deal. But what do I know? I mean, there was a PSP game tie-in. If y'all die fast on this run and want to try something different, I recommend a gift lock of Black and White. I don't know what that is. Is that where you can only get gifted Pokemon or something?
Probably. Or like I don't know if people can like send you random gifts. That'd be interesting. I'm gonna level up Boba too.
Digi, why do you think
Just
there
a
is so much
little
bad
bit.
CG as someone also watched good 3D porn CG? Because, I mean, the whole point of using CG most of the time is for it being cheaper. It's like you build the model and then you don't have to spend that much time animating it. Like, when you're doing drawings, it is impossible to do good animation, or to do animation without a certain level of quality. Like, unless you're going to reduce the detail in the character significantly, which will bother people for the most part more than watching a not that detailed animation 3D model, but at least the model looks good. So like, it's just a matter of less people will have an adverse reaction to bad animation of a decent CG model than they will to, you know, good animation of a reduced quality character design. So I think that's pretty much why. Because, like, if you want to make CG look good, you just have to animate it like you're actually animating. You have to move more parts of the character and make it look better. Like, the best 3D porn is, like, they clearly crafted a full movie. They didn't just have the same animation play again and again, as you could easily do. They, you know, actually scripted a full sequence of animation, so... yeah, the answer is cost effectiveness and time. When will you catch up on Monogatari? The anime is closer every season to the books. Is it still going? Is there still more anime?
I thought Monogatari was over.
Yeah, I thought it was all done. If it's not done yet, then I'm definitely not watching it till it's done. Wait, there's a Princess Principal game on PSP. Wasn't the PSP way dead when that show came out? I mean, it was probably the Vita. Those words mean nothing different to me.
Right. Same though.
So you think people that watch 3D porn or hentai have lower standards seem fair? I wouldn't say that. I mean, when it comes to hentai, there's almost no hentai that is well animated. Like, most of the newer ones use just like flash puppets and do the same thing, you know, which I approve of. Like, I mostly watch 3D animated porn for the exact reasons I just described, that like most anime porn looks like shit because they can't really animate the 2D character designs that well. So usually you have underdesigned characters that are just repeating a looping animation over and over again for minutes on end.
Yep.
I'd rather watch the 3D models do it because it looks a little bit more, just a little bit more realistic, and you can get better camera angles and stuff on a 3D model for the most part.
And get real creative with them camera angles.
Yeah, but like...
Have a inside the asshole shot.
Yeah, and like the Flash ones, I don't mind either because they usually have a better looking character design, and like even if the animation's not that great, I mean there's not much porn with good animation. Like I can think of like maybe 5 to 10, you know, anime porn where the animation is legitimately impressive. Teruaki Murakami animated hentai looks amazing though. I'll write his name down.
Teriyaki madness.
Oh boy.
Fucking teriyaki madness.
Well, apparently he was an American animator. Well, I don't know if this is the guy they're talking about, but check him out.
That makes sense that the American Japanese dude is making
the porns.
The porns.
Grinding, I see. Someone has learned from last time.
Hey man, a lot of it was grinding, especially after I lost my starter, but you can only grind for so long. This is meant to be entertaining over good. But yes, I did some research. I downloaded some PDFs of the strat guides. I'm gonna try a little bit harder with this one, but the game I think will be easier to play.
APB asks, will this series get drawings of the Pokemon too?
Sure. You guys like them, right? I'll keep doing them.
Aiden's Angel says, what is my thoughts on Lil Nas X? Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I like Old Town Road.
That song went diamond.
It went diamond already.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Me neither. Did you see that King Crimson uploaded their entire discography to Spotify/iTunes? I think I had heard that they had done it all except for like their 2 most popular albums or something like that. If that's true, what a dick move, but it's pretty funny. But if they actually put all of them on there, then that's great, because I hate having to, like, I have most of them downloaded, but I couldn't even find a fucking complete torrent of all their shit. Like, so I've had to go, like, every time I want to listen to fucking Beat, I have to go to goddamn Daily Motion. So I'll be glad to listen to it all on Spotify.
Time for another random encounter.
I'm waiting.
Who we gonna get? Who we gonna get? Who is it? It's a Rattata. Alright, we don't have to catch this guy.
Yes, we have a no duplicates clause.
Dupes clause is in place. 1 dupe has been used up.
Oh, do we have a limited number of
Yeah,
dupes?
3 dupes. Just because it can get insane.
Somebody's asking if we had seen Stanley Kubrick's Lolita movie. I have not. Speed Racer 2008 movie. There's no context. It just says Speed Racer 2008 movie.
It's the best.
I don't know if you're asking me a question, but it is like my favorite movie. If you weren't an anime critic, what type of career would you pursue? Probably fiction writing. I mean, like my current, like I don't think I will be able to always do this exact type of content forever, but I will always be doing creative work.
All right, we got a hoot hoot.
If anything, I think a lot of my skills translate into a lot of different creative ventures. Like, I obviously know how to do a certain amount of film work. I know how to do a certain amount of writing work, journalistic work.
I'm afraid I'm gonna kill
audio
Hoot Hoot
work.
if I attack him. Let's just use a Pokeball right off the bat.
So, like,
No
my
wiggles.
first go-to would be to do other creative... Because, like, there's other things that I am creatively interested in doing, but I just don't want to dedicate the time to get better
Let's
at them.
heal up,
Like, for
little
instance,
dude
being a
hole.
musician. I'm not willing to go all in on trying to be a musician because I'm doing this career, you know? And, like, it's the kind of thing where you really have to dedicate... You have to make it your main thing if you really want to succeed at it, you know? Unless you're trying to make, like... Well, no, I'll just say unexceptionally. That is what you have to do. You really got to dedicate yourself. And so if I was like, oh, I don't want to do analysis videos anymore, I'm going to fucking pursue a different career, I would try to go all in on either... Probably the 2 main ones would be writing novels or,
Or
like...
selling shirts.
Or, yeah, well, you know. I could also be a... like, if I wanted to do a job where I work for other people, I would try to be a, like,
Hell
marketing
yeah,
director
alright.
for other YouTubers, you know? Like, I think I could do that pretty well. Because I'm a lot better at marketing other people's shit than I am at marketing my own shit. Like, I know how to tell other people what they should do. I just don't know how to put it into practice myself, you know?
Alright, so we got our next team member, Hoot Hoot. It's male. It has a perfect sense of time. Whatever happens, it keeps rhythm by precisely tilting its head in time.
Tudai Kishasta says, I saw a Digibro thread on A and they were saying you're a future burger flipper.
I mean,
could happen.
That's what they all say.
Like, I mean, the thing is...
Although
even
I'm better at making burgers.
Yeah, you're a lot better at making burgers than I am. The thing is that, like, I mean, I would never try to get into the service industry. Like, I wouldn't mind having to go back to work retail if I had to for some time. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. But, like, you know, it's funny to think of it in those terms because it's like, how long do you have to have an artistic career for them to consider you to have made it? Is what I want to know. Oh, did we not have another name stored up for this?
No.
All right. The Prince of Nun says name it Zawarudo. I like that because
Yeah.
he's, you know, he can stop. He can freeze people, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Should
All
I
right.
use-
The Prince of Nun gets it.
Should I use lower cases or no?
Up to you.
Nah, that's some fucking cock shit.
Zawarudo. And Boba Bickle also gave another $2. Says obligatory off work super chat. What are my odds? I think you're like 1 in 5 or 6 probably.
Is this spelled right?
No, it's Zawarudo, not Vawarudo.
Is there a
Let me see
way
if
for
I
me
can-
to...
Nope. Zawarudo. What the fuck was I talking about before we caught this Pokemon? I was in the middle of something.
Talking about flipping burgers, going back
Oh,
to
yeah.
retail. How do you spell it?
I was
You just say it.
Warudo. It's the world in Japanese. His power is called the world.
That's right.
Yes.
Alright.
Zawarudo.
Cool. I'm sorry, I cannot spell.
Tokyo Tomare.
I'm really bad at
Zawarudo.
spelling. 。 . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 Anyway.
Yeah, like
most Zoomers
I was
who
just
rely
thinking,
on
like,
autocorrect.
how long does your creative career have to be for people to say that it was successful? Like, if you...
I mean, I don't think it's about that. I think that even if you're in the arts at all, people are gonna have the perception that, you know, once you stop being hot and relevant, that you like have nothing to fall back on. And there are lots of famous like artists and stuff who and authors who just like, even if they had massive success or infamy in their life, like ended up in a ditch, like the guy who drew the Superman comics.
Yeah, but that wasn't for
Like,
lack of talent. That was because he got fucked over. Like, he was never making a shitload of money. He didn't ever become rich. They just took all his intellectual property, gave him nothing, and he died penniless because he never had anything, you know?
I mean,
like,
do you really have anything that you've made if it's on YouTube?
I don't have the lack of access to my own name and identity, you know?
True.
Like, the guy who created Superman should have had the rights to it and should have had a partial share in all Superman merchandise from that point forward. But because of the fact that he was poor and he's just sold the rights outright to DC and they didn't do anything for him, and didn't, you know, promote his existence, having created Superman did nothing for him, you know? But like, if his name had even been associated with it from the beginning, he could have made another thing. Kind of like how, you know, like Keiji Inafune was able to make all that money doing Mighty Number 9 just by being associated with Mega Man. Just because people know him as a Mega Man guy and he marketed himself that way, he can still make money even after leaving Capcom, you know? Granted, after fucking up so badly, he might not be able to use that name recognition ever again, but... you know, so it's all about being smart with the way you do things. That's why I've never, like, signed any contracts, aside from Studio 71, which was a mistake, but I got out of that one.
All contracts are a mistake.
Yeah, well, that taught me, I mean, I had already thought that. I was, I was tricked into signing one, and then I went, okay, well, this is clearly everything everyone says is true. Contracts are a mistake. Be your own boss, make your own empire. I'm gonna be like Tech 9.
Yeah, I just, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't think it matters how successful you get on YouTube. People are always gonna have the perception that, like, this is the end of the road for you. Like, nothing you're doing is translating to your future. Once your channel dies, like, you are dead in the water, because that's happened to so many YouTubers.
I mean, has it though? Like, have you heard any stories of people who...
I know tons of people who are successful, like, mildly successful, who are gaming YouTubers who maybe 6 years ago were getting like 100,000 views on their videos and now get like,
but it's like
200.
Did they even try to do something else? Like, did they try to use their skills to do something else? Because, like,
I'm sure some of them have.
Like, there's tons of people in all the industries who they have their moment in the limelight and then they just step into a production role because they understand the industry, you know? It's like there's tons of people who maybe they have a hit single and they never make another big song, but then they go and produce everybody else's album, or they ghostwrite for other people, or they become a manager, you know? Like, it's just about what you know how to do.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
how many opportunities do YouTubers have that translate into something like that?
Tons. You just gotta make those opportunities.
Yeah, you would have to make them,
you know?
but like people's perceptions are not going to be that.
No,
like when that guy's done
right.
with YouTube, he has this and this.
No,
and this
obviously
to fall back
people
on.
aren't gonna think that because that's just. I mean, they don't want to think that. They want to think that you have no skills that have any meaning. But, like, you know, even if I didn't have any skills that had any meaning, it's like I don't see it as a failure to have been. I've already been doing this for 6 years successfully, you know? So, like, to me, a 6-year run is longer than most artists. That's longer than most, like, that's not a one-hit wonder, especially not when you relaunch your entire career several times, when you completely change trajectory, change the style of what you're doing, and you manage to build back from nothing and make more than you made before. Like, that is already a multi-kill in a way. And, like, if you even have more than one viral video, more than one video that has 1 million views, that's impressive enough to me. You know, that means you are a hit maker. You're not a one-hit wonder, you know? So, like, I think I'm already proven in that regard. And the fact that I have that kind of cult status, I have people who have been following me since even before I was covering anime, you know, before I was a YouTuber, you know. There's been people who are involved in my narrative for that long. So it's like, there's clearly something there, and it's just a matter of how long is it sustainable for my living. But if one aspect of it wasn't sustainable, I would just switch to a different aspect, you know. It'd be like, okay, making this type of content's not doing it, but I can move some of the resources into this sector and it makes more. For instance, like, I'm making the most money I ever have right now because I said, okay, trying to make big viral videos where you pay an editor $1,000 a month to make, you know, 2 or 3 big hit videos isn't turning out the profit of the amount that I'm paying for it, but making patron exclusive content is making way more money. So let's move the effort out of this sector into that sector, and now we're lucrative, you know? Now, let's say that I only had half as many patrons. It would be a question of how much money do those patrons have, and what can I offer them that's worth that amount of money, you know? Or, you know, can I sell products to people? Can I find a way to market myself to people who have more money, you know? Which is what people in Hollywood all try to do. They always are, like, trying to make very exclusive brands and, you know, hike up the prices.
Like the guy who was from System of a Down,
from System of a Down, who's bad at it because the stuff he makes is garbage. You know, like, he tries to sell on the name recognition of being the bassist from System of a Down, but not enough people care for it to be like a long-term successful venture, because he turns out like chintzy products at ludicrously overdone prices because he's seen other people do it successfully. But it's about branding, and it's about, like, I would rather model myself after Jeffree Star, you know? Like, that's somebody who I see as, like, an independent entrepreneur who, you know, intermingles his personality and his product, and he makes a fuckload of money.
And is an edgy motherfucker.
And, yeah, can do whatever he wants because it's all about the cult of personality. And he's got his hands in enough pots that it can live on its own. Like, he doesn't have to, in order to make a living, he doesn't have to do half of what he does. He does the other half so he can make a great living, you know? But, like,
I think what he does, most of what he does, is because he wants to expand his makeup empire, and also he just loves drama.
Yeah. I gotta look back through. I haven't looked at the chat in a while. Alright, well, we haven't gotten any new super chats, so... what's my opinion on Silent Hill? I haven't really played them. I played a little bit of 2. Seemed neat. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Borderlands? Haven't played it. You played some Borderlands, right?
Borderlands 2 sucks. Borderlands 1 is fun. I played it like a couple times. Like, it was just a game that I had at my house, but it's not really my type of thing.
Digi, tell me your IQ. I've never taken like a proper IQ test. Online tests always put me between 130 and 140. The last one I took was when I was drunk and like 30 feet away from the screen, and I got 130. It was funny. But I have never taken like a proper IQ test. I don't even know, like, I don't know what IQ test is actually taken seriously. Like, I don't know if there is an IQ test that is like, you know, is there any that has consequences? Like,
Mensa.
Do we trust Mensa? Like,
well,
what
they're
is
the people
what
who,
makes them special?
If you have like over a 140 IQ or whatever, you can join Mensa, which is like an organization.
What do they do?
They just are smart. It's just
why
like
do you want to be in
I'm smart,
Mensa?
I'm special
but, like,
certificate.
Why do they get to set the parameters of what is or isn't smart? Like, what difference?
They got high IQ.
Like, is there any reason that IQ would be seen as like the best form of intelligence to have? You know?
No, and I don't think anybody is saying that it is. I think it's just because, you know, a lot of people online have higher IQs because a lot of them are a little autistic.
Gray Lightning says, I used to be a Giga pleb and then knew about the whole fuss around 2017 and saw the discussion on Crunchy Expo and watched how that Brit got sodomized and moved over to good content.
Oh,
Prince
boy.
of None heard me say, I want to be like Jeffree Star, and said I want my $2 back. mean, for what it's worth, I don't know much about Jeffree Star as like a personality. I just know about him as an entrepreneur and businessman. It seems like he makes good products.
I mean, I don't really support Jeffree Star 100% anymore because he's kind of become an edgelord / drama queen. But I still like his stuff, especially his grinders. Like, they're really cute.
Hit me on Grindr so I know where to find you.
If you want a designer grinder.
But I like sex with a twist of the ganja.
I got his mom a Jeffree Star grinder for her birthday.
She seemed to like it. I mean, because she had like a shit-ass grinder.
Oh, yeah, like a free
She had like
freebie.
a little... Yeah, I got the feeling she had never had a legit one before, so...
Very kawaii.
If you have an infinite library of abstract questions, a person with a higher IQ will consistently do better at a subset of those questions than another person. Sure.
Yep. Real helpful.
Yeah. The SAT is the closest to a proper IQ test that most people have taken before.
Yeah, it's true.
So. Isn't that just a general knowledge test, though? Like, it's not testing your problem-solving skills, just what you know.
Yeah.
IQ does matter. It's the only measurement of intelligence that science agrees on, if you think that psychology is a science. I mean, do they, like, a measure of, is intelligence a noteworthy trait to have?
It depends on how you dice it, how you're going to define what intelligence is. Like, it's just...
Onio1 gave us $2 and said, follow Jake Paul and shill as an influencer.
Mr. Beast is a better influencer.
Fucking Do you guys get those fucking YouTube ads where it's just Mr. Beast telling you about something? That shit's weird. Partisaro gave $2 and said, if I can get to it, Mensa is worthless, as are all other measures of IQ. I'm inclined to think you're probably right, and welcome to the lottery.
Worthless is a strong word, but I don't see...
I mean, there's no, like...
much value.
It's not like you can put your IQ on a fucking job application, you know? It's like, it's just bragging rights. It's just like, hey, I'm a smart boy, but, like, the type of intelligence that it's testing doesn't necessarily mean that you're just better at life in general. Like,
usually it's the opposite.
Right, like because
the world is oriented towards a 100 IQ standard.
Right, and most people who are very successful have an IQ of like 110.
That's why, the educational system favors people wwho tend to have similar brain patterns and similar mental capacities. Like,
exactly.
If you fall outside of the bell curve, if you're a little different, it's not a perfect fit for you.
My mom's brother is a Mensa member, and he also is a massive autist.
No shit.
So like he has amazing problem solving skills, but his communication skills are non-existent. Arguably my mom is similar. Like, my mom has I think my mom, I don't think she's ever taken a proper IQ test, but like online tests put her in the 140s regularly. Like, she's better at problem solving than I am. By a lot.
That's pretty good.
But worse at communicating.
Couldn't you get in Mensa with a 140 IQ? Because I thought it was something like that.
Probably. She probably could.
I have like an IQ of like
Boba Bickle has submitted another $2 and said, this was a bad idea. You think so? Well, I hope you don't feel too bad about it. At least all the money's going to a good cause, which is me.
My frappe fund.
Alright, we're good again.
We're
Jesus
back
fucking
and we're
Christ.
black, and you need to put my screen on. So
Z, she had beaten the whole thing within like a couple weeks, and then like played the daily new puzzles at max level for a while. And then recently I had downloaded Color Zen, which is free on the Switch, and I told her to play it, and she had like beaten the whole game the next day or something like that. Real good at puzzle games. Only games she plays, but
my dad has like a significantly higher IQ than me. He's like in the high 130s, and I always used to get so butthurt because it's like, oh, of course, like you're a guy, you're smarter than me, and you know, men do tend to have more abnormal IQs. Women tend to, you know, be a little bit smarter than the average man.
they have a
like,
higher mean IQ, but less
deviation or whatever. Yeah. It's just funny because, like, it's funny that you would get upset that your mom has a higher IQ because, yeah, it's like, oh,
Someone
shit.
said she probably has high IQ. Well, that was what led us. I don't know how long we were down for, but, like, the point I was talking about was that my mom, neither of us have taken a serious IQ test, but when she takes online tests, she tests in the 140s, and I test in the 130s. And I was like, for a while, I was like upset because I felt like I was smarter than my mom because I'm better at communicating than my mom. But when she plays puzzle games, she destroys them in ways that I can't even understand.
IQ doesn't measure smartness. It's
yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about with this.
Yeah.
Is like, you know, it measures a certain brand of intelligence, which is your problem-solving skills. And like, my mom has really amazing problem-solving skills in terms of like solving logical puzzles, you know? And like, I'm not so amazing at that, but I think that I have more like perspective on the way that things generally work than she does in certain regards,
Yeah.
you know?
a lot of that comes from like experience. And
I mean, she has more experience than I do at being alive and a person, but
I mean, in certain things, sure, but like, I think
But
that
has
you've
your
had
mom
different
seen Rick and Morty
experience.
yet?
Exactly.
she has. She has seen a bunch of
Is
Rick
your
and
mom a
Morty.
fan
I don't
of
think
Rick and
she's watched the
Morty?
I think she's pretty indifferent towards it.
My uncle just got a cat and named him Morty after Rick and Morty,
Well,
and it's like, of course, this 40-year-old man would name his cat Morty.
Digi, we are on 2019? What are you talking about? Maybe your mom has Asperger's. I mean, I think so.
Where do you think he got it?
Yeah.
Asperger's is hereditary, so you can't have an autistic child with an autistic parent. It's fact.
Digi, why are you less fat? I'm not. I am literally, like, as fat as I've ever been. I am 180 pounds. That's about where I tend to be. Aside from...
It's because you don't have the beard.
The only time that I weighed more than in the early 180s was when I wrote Fat and Dangerous, when I was, like, about 190. And that's why the first lyric is, I thought I couldn't get any bigger than 180. But, no, I am, I actually need to lose weight. But I'm wearing a shirt that fits me really good right now, and I recently trimmed my beard, so I just look thinner. Also, the camera's at a downward angle, and we've got good lighting, so all of that contributes
Also,
to it.
I'm just a blinding blob of white.
Have you ever had true Mexican food? I mean, it's hard to say. It's kind of a no true Scotsman phenomenon, like...
Never been to Mexico.
I mean, yeah, when we were in Huntington Beach, we definitely ate a bunch of street tacos that seemed more legit than usual. They had the corn, flat tortillas and all, but... $5 from Butthole Weeb. Jesus, LA sucks. Okay, I'm back home, fam. Why aren't you guys getting shit-faced yet? What did I miss? Well, we drank a lot yesterday.
We got so drunk yesterday.
Well, I don't know about that. I didn't get so
I don't know
drunk.
if we got so drunk, but we definitely drank so much.
I drank less than everybody else, honestly, because while you guys were all, like, hitting the bottle, I was trying to get my video uploaded.
It's true.
And also getting into Twitter fights. So I was distracted. I wasn't as concentrated on drinking as everybody else.
Me and Vic did a number
and,
on
you
the
know,
punch
the drink
that
that would have taken me over the edge got spilled mostly into your purse. So
Well, he wouldn't know that story, thankfully. Sparing Butthole Weeb's ears.
But yeah, well, he can hear it when this is uploaded.
True.
In case anybody doesn't know, we do edit and upload these after they're done.
Yeah, I try to get them out by Wednesday.
May adds in flair. She adds in little
pieces of flair.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the episode 2, the finale of the Nuzlocke.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
At least click through and find the editing bits if you already watched it unedited, you know, because the ending part in particular is great.
I put some good memes in there. I would appreciate if you'd watch it. You know, if you didn't get a chance to see it, I'd check out the videos. Like, it's probably the most fun I've ever had, like, with a Nuzlocke. So.
Yeah. Well, so far this one seems to be doing better. Nobody's died yet. We're an hour and a half in. Does that
make it a better show though?
I don't know. You tell me, chat. But.
It's more cohesive.
It's just like it doesn't have that sinking feeling that this is going to end really quickly like the last one did. I also just love this game's fucking aesthetic. Like, I think that the DS Pokemon games had my favorite aesthetic overall.
Yeah, peak Pokemon.
Just because, well, I mean, Sun and Moon looked great and felt great, but I just have a lot of problems with the way that game has too many fucking cutscenes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, I love the weird, like, almost 2D sprites on semi-3D backgrounds that these games did. And I also love the sprite art of the Pokemon.
They look thick and good. And rich.
Digi Gaming Channel when?
Where have you been? Is that a joke?
I can't tell.
Oh
Did you know I've had 2? Ugh, and neither one was successful, so now we're just doing it on this channel. Butthole Weed just said another $5. I don't want to skip back and miss something, so who did you name Mealy? And also, what is the raffle prize? Sorry, couldn't pay attention at AX Autism. The Mealy is what we named the rival. The rival is Mealy AF. So, you have the fucking biggest role in the whole game.
You were the big baddie.
And also the raffle prize this time, which I was starting to think, like,
Which you have entered your name in many times.
Yeah, I was like, nobody's really been entering the raffle. Oh shit, I haven't done a promo for it. So if you guys don't know, if you super chat at least $1, you will be entered in a raffle to win a t-shirt identical to the one May's wearing, which has this design. It is of me versus the army of Kiritos. As you can see, we have ReZero Kirito, regular Kirito, blonde Kirito from Alicization, Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody Kirito, and Asterisk War Kirito. All of them are trying to fight me, but their only options are to burst link or run. There will also be a signature in this top column by me. It'll say Digibro. And yeah, it's Digi versus the Kiritos. Donate at least $1 in Super Chat. You're entered in a raffle to win. It will also be for sale after this stream when I get my... I was rendering my advertisement video for the shirt, but the render was fucking with the stream, so we had to cancel the render. So it'll probably take like an hour and a half to render and upload the video. But at some point tonight, I will have out the ad, and then after that, I will also go and make today's anime later tonight, so that might come out sometime past midnight. But it'll be today's anime, and I will be advertising the advertisement for the shirt in the video. It's all happening
live at Digibro before dark.
Is there any way to get that print of the image that's on the shirt? This, as in this print? I mean, I could print it out and send. Like, I would love for this to be a poster, but I don't know how to do posters yet. Like, I have to look into what it costs to print a poster and ship a poster. Like, the reason that posters have become... let me talk about this. I love posters, first of all. Butthole just donated another $2. He says, donate at least $1. Hold my beer, fam.
Beautiful.
So, I love posters, as you can tell by... Well, you can't tell right now because we have a green screen behind us, but...
The whole office is coated
yes.
in posters.
But it became really difficult to find posters. Because, like, when I was coming up as an otaku, there was always the otaku room pictures and videos where people had posters everywhere. But, like, the main source of posters is Megami magazines, where they have, like, 20 posters that are all reversible. I have like 2 different shows, and they're always of the currently airing shows. But it's always girls in swimsuits, like almost exclusively, or just like cute girl pictures. And they're usually not that well drawn. Like if you stare at them for a while, you usually start to notice that they're pretty shit. So
Joey was calling us and you missed his call.
It used to be that you could get all kinds of posters online, but they stopped selling them for the most part. And then like you can get wall scrolls sometimes, but there's tons of fake ones. And basically I asked I think I asked a guy at Trilogy about it, because they have certain posters at Trilogy that are like rare and they're all extremely expensive. I think Jesse bought like a $50 Fievel Goes West poster there one time, or it was an American Tail, I think. But anyway, he was explaining to me that because they used to sell, they used to have a big box of anime posters there, and I had always wanted to buy them all, but then they were gone by the time I had money to buy them.
Right.
And he said that nowhere sells posters anymore because they're so easy to reprint or to fake that most people just go on eBay and buy fake posters, you know, like, why wouldn't you? Which I have a few of. My Ghost in the Shell one on the door, my Super Metroid poster, like, those are just, you know, $8 on eBay. Somebody screen prints you a poster. So, like, I could sell them to people if you don't know how to make your own posters, or if you just want to buy it to support me. But I do worry that, like, if I release the image in a way where people can just have it, that they can just make it themselves. Like, that's why I've only shown this in ways where it's not, like, I haven't posted the actual image anywhere, because I don't want it to be like, oh, I'll just make my own shirt out of it, you know?
Right. I have the image.
Butthole Weave gave another $5. All of you chumps in the chat better now down to me. I'm the one who suggested SoulSilver. All of you better admit eating ass is mealy as feck.
Oh no.
So has Butthole Weave become anti-ass eating? Like, was that his position from the beginning? Because he always asks people if they eat ass and if they watch anime, but then he had revealed that he doesn't eat ass, and now he seems to have taken the position that eating ass is completely mealy as fuck.
Maybe he likes it mealy.
No, he doesn't eat ass. So,
he doesn't eat ass.
Yeah. So maybe he's
some
anti-eating
some
ass.
people like mealy. You know, some people eat mealy apples.
Do you have the Ghost in the Shell Makoto poster where she has really big titties? I mean, she always has really big titties. Yes. Vampire says, I didn't watch you video where you covered it, but I watched the first ep of Kanata no Astra for my own seasonal video, and I was just shocked by how bad it really is. Yeah, it wasn't great, but that was not the worst anime of 2019, if you're wondering. That honor went to Mao-sama Retry? Retry. I keep thinking it's restart, but it's retry.
This is not ReZero. Please retry again.
Yeah.
The anime.
What is mealy? Mealy is like a texture. It's when...
like a grainy. It's like...
Yeah. Eat a red apple.
Eat a red delicious apple.
Or even, but not the red delicious, but the ones that are...
the big red?
No, there's the little red ones that are like ultra mealy.
Just go eat some mealworms. Go to the...
maybe it is the red delicious.
Go to the Asian food market and buy a pack of mealworms.
Digi, teach me to burst the dank links without ending up with a stomach full of air. All you gotta do is send me $30 and get one of these shirts, or enter the raffle to win one right now. You can burst link right here.
Burst link with us live.
Yes, we will all burst link together. Burst link.
Anytime anybody super chats, I just want the chat to just be all burst link.
May, what's your opinion on Mao-sama Retry?
I listened to it. It sounded mediocre. I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah, I mean, the reason...
She looks a lot like Rem.
The reason that May has not been in the today's anime videos is that, like, to do this the way I'm doing it is more time consuming, and
yeah,
you've
and I'm
actually
doing
been
slave
keeping
labor,
busy.
so I don't have time to watch
May's
them
been
all.
editing the Pokemon live streams, drawing all the pictures for them. She's been doing Manga Mondays editing.
Working on my own video.
Working on her own video. She's actually
also
making a Pantsu Party video. Cleaning, cooking, being a wife, Just generally keeping busy. We have been, like I said, we've been working our fucking asses off lately. I've been making all this shit for these t-shirts to be ready. Fucking making today's anime. Making yesterday's anime. Fucking making all the anime in the world.
Hell yeah.
The Mao-sama retry girl is so cute and pure in the manga. Why did they have to rem her? Why? It's fucking, it's really sad. She does look way better in the manga. Like, she's actually cute in the original. As a rem clone, she looks like fucking, she's not even cute. Like, the idea of blonde rem makes sense, but she doesn't have like a body type that works with the hair or the outfit. It's dumb. Like, the appeal of Rem and Ram was that they were maids, you know? It wasn't just the hair. And it was that they were twins. That there's two of them with different hair colors. The only reason that Rem became the more popular one is that A, she has tits, and B, she has the most emotional scene in the show.
She has a role in the show.
Yeah. But like,
yeah, she has the tits, though.
It was the
Ram
fact
does
that they
not
were
have tits.
twins that was what drew attention to them in the first place.
My favorite girl from that show is the librarian girl with the tights. The
Are
lolly.
you gonna watch anime episode by episode this time, Digi? I don't know. We'll all find out together. Digibro is so strong he killed Death. Fuck.
Fuck.
Her design in the manga is just a copy of Kome from Idolmaster Cinderella Girls anyways. I guess. I guess she's similar.
When are they gonna run out of anime hairstyles?
Well, I mean, Precure has managed to keep finding new fucking bizarre hairstyles.
What the fuck? What was that?
I mean, really, because, like, I think that they more or less...
Just like a booger?
No.
Okay.
I think they more or less, yes, ran out of hairstyles in the 2000s, and then they found out about gradients.
No, exactly. That's the same thing that happened in the 80s. They ran out of hairstyles in the 80s. They switched to hairstyles in the 90s, and they changed hairstyles. They were too pointy. Ran out of 90 hairstyles, switched to, you know.
So you think that's the reason that art evolves over time?
Is they just run out, yes.
They can't do hairstyles anymore. Butthole Weave gave another $2. He says, I don't eat beehole, it's mealy, but it's mealy. All y'all admit.
Oh boy, thank you.
Alright, Butthole Weeb now has probably
Our
like
boy
6.
Boba has
Boba Bickle and Butthole Weeb are both in there like 6 times, I think. But, you know, there's... Let's see what
it's
your odds are.
random, hey man.
Alright.
Alright, a new route means another trout. Who are we gonna get this time? Who is it? Who is it?
I'm breaking us into categories of Butthole Weeb, Boba Bickle, and everybody else.
Dupe's Claws round 1 has been enacted. We do not have to catch this hoot hoot because it is a hoot hoot.
Hoot hoot!
Hoot hoot! Give me a hoot. Give me a hoot in the chat, fam.
Give us a hoot in the chat.
Give us a fucking hoot. I don't actually know if I can get anything that's not a Rattata or a Hoot Hoot in this particular section. I remember there being Bellsprouts here, but I don't know if they're around at night. Hell yeah, there's hoots in the chat. Fuck
seeing
yes.
the hoots. Seeing the hoots.
Getting hype. Alright. Did she kill her starter yet? Nope. They are safe in the party. Alright, another hoot hoot. We have one more chance to see what we get. Get 3 tries.
Did one of those go under this keyboard? Amazing. Butthole Weeb just gave another $5. Digi, how much do I gotta pay you to watch Ghostic? Jesus, you weeb. Toolboxes, you gotta watch the greats. Also, name next Poke butt plug.
You might be getting a butt plug hoot hoot. Who are we getting this time? Alright, it's a Rattata. Alright, we have to catch this one. It's the 3rd try. It's okay. There's another chance to catch a Pokemon in the Dark Cave, so...
Alright, so we currently have 7 entries for Butthole Weeb. No, was that 8? 8 entries for Butthole Weeb, 7 entries for Boba Bickle, and 20 entries for other people, 2 of which I believe are Tommaso Choco Taco. So...
Hey man, that's some good odds right there.
That is some good odds.
Throw down.
For...
Knock out the kings.
Yeah.
This is going to be Buttplug the Rattata.
How get ROM without malware? Oh boy. I mean, I don't want to sit here and promote a bunch of sites, but like, ask around. Ask around in less public locations. There's tons of people who can help you. If you're in my Discord, like the sites I use right now, I learned about from people in my Discord. So, you know, you just gotta know people who know shit. This game I got from a site, I believe, that is called The Vault. I don't know if that's all you have to type to get to it, but...
That's all I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's all I'll tell you. The lag is getting worse. Is the audio lag bad or just the video? Reddit is very useful, someone said.
Alright, I'm gonna put Buttplug.
r/ROMs. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm gonna put Buttplug in the PC in case we get whited out. At least there's a Buttplug in the PC.
Firefox extension that lets you download stuff from Emu Paradise. I did not know about that.
Excellent.
Archive.org. People are just... Vim's Lair. That's the one I'm talking about. That's the vault. Yeah, alright. Just, I mean, I'm now just reading emulator sites. But it's not my fault. The chat is the one who told me about them. I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. I didn't learn anything.
Audio clear, video occasionally freezes. That's fine.
That sucks. Unfortunate.
What?
Another hoot in the chat. Oh boy, I just need to this.
What? Ban. Nintendo police, open up. Not that we don't have a copy. I do own a copy of SoulSilver. I just don't have a Nintendo DS capture card. Nor do I feel like getting one and setting that up.
No, this like is a better way to do it.
Oh boy. How close are we to the first gym?
Not that far.
Okay, because I'm like, we've been going for close to 2 hours. I'm starting to get a little tilt.
There's been a lot of random encounters and a lot of grinding.
Question for May, is there a trick to growing your hair long?
Oh, I was taking these biotin
pills?
Biotin pills.
I don't know if those worked.
I got them on Amazon, but you can pick them up at Walmart. It's just like the same kind of chemical that helps your fingernails and hair grow. I don't really notice it making my hair grow stronger. I got the smallest dosage possible, but like my nails were growing faster and like my hair got healthy. Like it was very thick when it came in. I didn't have a lot of split ends, but my hair grows at a fairly standard rate.
My hair grows fast as fuck.
Like as soon as you start to notice it falling out or getting like split, you should get a haircut. I need to get a haircut. It's been a hot minute, but
Drunk Tiger Grill says by the time the first gym, Digi will have 2 new beards.
I'm sorry, there's so many random encounters. Do you see them all?
Dude, imagine playing Pokemon on
free
2019
XP.
Epic Fail compilation. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
imagine
boy.
not playing Pokemon every single day of your life.
Imagine thinking playing Pokemon is cringe.
Magni Victor says, have you taken the Myers-Briggs personality test? I have many times, especially for videos where people ask me to do so. I can't remember, because I used to get INFP on those, and then recently I think I took one because of a rant or something, and I think I got a different result. Look up, maybe it wasn't Myers-Briggs. I thought I did one for a rant. I definitely did some personality tests for rants, but it was still IN. It was either IM. I think I got INFP originally, and then it became INTP or something like that.
Probably.
I think it was just like basically I became more of an asshole, and so it changed to the slightly more asshole version.
You're no longer feeling, you're thinking.
Yeah, well, it went from being more of a sad boy to being more of a not sad boy. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I've consistently tested INFP as well.
Yeah.
My high school, for whatever reason, like, the principal was really into the Myers-Briggs, and every graduating senior class would have to, like, do a presentation on what their Myers-Briggs personality type is and, like, how it has contributed to who they are. But, like, I kind of think it's, you know, pseudoscience to read that much into it. And, like, we had to pick career paths.
It's definitely pseudoscience.
We had to, like, we didn't have to, like, follow through with it, but we had to look up what careers and what we should study in college based on our personality. So it's just, like, I think that at that point it's unhelpful and a little unhealthy.
Retarded.
Because, like, your personality is going to change.
Well, not to mention how your personality feeds
older.
into a career can be interpreted in so many different ways. Like,
right, and when you're in high school, you're in, like, a controlled environment where your personality is very much dependent on, like, what kind of role you are playing in the little microcosm of a society you're in. Like, if you're the bullied kid, you're not going to have the same personality as, like, somebody who is an assertive captain of a football team.
Haru Saro says, when I was in nerd boarding school, they assigned us roommates based on Myers-Briggs types.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Cringe.
Yeah, Butthole Weeb had also donated again and said that he had longer hair than both of us combined.
It's true. I used to have really long hair, and then I cut it all off.
My hair went down to my goddamn knees when I was in high school. My knees!
It is really fun to cut your hair short and then just, like, let it grow back, because that's always how
I only cut my hair, like, once a year. Yeah, I just let it, like, I basically grow it, and I like having longer hair in the winter and shorter hair in the summer. I don't like, because I grew up usually having long hair, and so, like, I'm used to that, but, like, I think I look good with both short and long hair. Like, I don't think it really matters for looks wise, but having long hair is just a fucking pain in the ass. Like, when it gets to a length where I have to brush it, that's where I'm like, done. Like, brushing your hair sucks, having to use conditioner sucks, having it clog your fucking drain all the time sucks.
The faster you use, like, shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah. And it clogs the fucking...
It does.
Usually I cut, like, for a long time my rule was as soon as I start clogging the shower drain, that's when it's time to cut my hair, you know? Because it used to happen routinely.
We've learned Pepperoni. Should we get rid of Foresight? Foresight allows you to hit ghost-type Pokemon with normal-type moves. We will be encountering some ghosts in the Bellsprout Tower. Or Growl.
Fuck Growl.
Growl is pretty shit.
The only personality test that's worth anything is the personality quiz from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Oh my god, so true. So true. I was a skitty.
Are you balding, Digi? I don't think so. I don't think my hairline has receded at all. I've just always had a big-ass forehead. It's more noticeable when I cut my hair. It's possible, though. I mean, I am coming on to 28. My dad was balding by this age. I think he was probably worse than I am, though, by this age. Victor is clearly balding.
Oh, no.
It's not like terrible. Butthole Weeb once again with $5. Growing your hair down to your knees is different for others. I'm 6'6", so hair hangs on me differently. Also, Digi, quit drinking that tea. Disgusting. No. This tea's delicious. It's Wawa Diet Green Tea. Damn, Butthole Weeb is tall as fuck.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to go to the I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Center and then come back and see what's in that.
Digi, what are your favorite works from Oscar Wilde? I mean, I haven't read that much of his stuff. I would say all of his aphorisms, and what I have read of fucking Picture of Dorian Gray.
Oh fuck, we got some money from Boba Bubble.
And the one that I read in that Sword Art Online video. Boba Bickle with $2. If I win the shirt, I'll cut my hair with scissors. I don't recommend that. Although, actually, it's never come out that badly.
Okay, when I cut my hair with scissors, it looked way better than what I got done to fix it.
Yeah, because, like, I've had my hair cut with scissors before where my dad cut off all my hair because he couldn't untangle it. And it looked fine, and it grew back fine. And yeah, when last July, for reasons, we both cut each other's hair with scissors. Yours came out looking great, and then you got it cut by a person who did a worse job.
A person who I met in rehab.
Yeah, who did a worse job
really
than
job.
I did by just one swipe cutting it. But mine didn't look so good. My one swipe cut didn't look so good. So, but like neither did the haircut she gave me. So my current haircut's pretty good. I've never had trouble when I go to knockouts. Every time I've ever gone, I've come out with a pretty good haircut. What do you mean docs? They're all over the place. Oh. It's a fucking huge chain. Plus the one, I don't even think we live close to one.
No,
Didn't we have to go all the way to like the mall or something? Digi and May review Drink sequel when? Ooh.
You can review the tea that I made or the punch.
Yeah.
There's still some left.
Digi, who's your favorite 19th century Russian author? I don't think I've read any. Buttleweed with $6. Or $2. 6'6" is tall. Aren't you guys tall as well? Lol. No, we are both 5'8.5".
I mean, I'm tall for a girl. And I'm not 5'8.5", I'm 5'8".
Whatever. You're 5'8", I'm 5'8.5". Come to Arizona and have some real Mexican food, Digi. If I ever happen to be down there, I surely will go for the Mex.
Shards for Barry. For Mex. There's Mex.
Oh, yeah.
The Gundam Museum. I'd love to go to the Gundam Museum.
What are we going to have for dinner after the stream?
We should get chicken cordon bleu.
Chicken cordon bleu, but I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
I don't want to wait 45 minutes.
Well, don't you have to let your video upload anyways?
What difference does that? Wouldn't I want to upload that and then take off so that I could wait for it to upload?
Well, you have to render it.
Yeah, well, I could render it and then take off.
Well, more importantly, we're going into the dark cave.
Cozy gave $2. If I win, I'll chainsaw my head off live on stream. That's fucking...
Dude.
You won't be able
badass.
to, like, show off the shirt, though.
Oh, no. Well, they can
I guess you could wear
it
in the stream. That'd be a pretty good ad.
That'd be a pretty epic meme, guys. Alright, you got a Geodude. Excellent. Excellent.
Did I ever tell the story about how my dad gave free shirts to Green Day and they wore them at Woodstock?
You've told me that story, but I don't know if you've told it on the stream.
How much of the stream has heard my Green Day story? Say yay if you have heard it and nay if you haven't heard it. And I'll base my decision to tell it off of what responses I get.
Also, more importantly, what should we nickname this Geodude?
Oh, are we catching this fucking Geodude?
It's a Geodude.
Oh shit, dog.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, let us know what to name the Geodude. 2 people said yay, but then a bunch of others said nay. There's some yays, there's some nays, there's a lot of nays.
It's a good story.
I think it's more nays than yays. Alright, so, for those who don't know, when I was a little kid in 1994 or 5, I think.
Also, I'm paying attention to chat. Like, what should we nickname this Geodude?
Yeah, somebody says testosterone.
That's pretty good.
Rockcock64. Geofag. I don't even know if the game would let us type that. Is it the story where you got babysat by Green Day? I think I've heard it before, but I want to hear it anyway. Rock Lee, Geoboob.
Geoboob!
Bees. Name it Golem.
Geoboob.
Bees. Why bees?
I don't know if it'll let
estrogen,
me. I don't know if it'll let me do boob.
Oh, it is a girl. Don't forget that if you use the super chat, you can snipe.
I named it Geoboob.
Oh, well, never mind. No super chat sniping.
I liked it.
Should have given it more time.
I should have went to the bathroom.
All right, go to the bathroom and then I'll.
Will you heal me at the Pokemon Center?
I don't want to try to get there and end up dying.
It'll be fine. It's just right there. Just go left.
Go left?
Yeah.
Oh god, but I got into a Pokemon battle. A wild Hoot appeared. What do I do?
Just run.
What do I do?
Run.
What if it won't let me run?
I'll let you run.
Anyway. So, when I was a kid, my parents were running a store. I believe they were working for... I don't know the exact story because it was like the brand was a subset of the store they were working for or something. But they were working with this clothes store called Pernici, or brand called Pernici, and they were touring with the brand was touring with Lollapalooza, which is a big music tour that was started by Perry Farrell, the lead singer of Jane's Addiction in the 90s. And they, you know, all the big 90s bands were in the Lollapalooza tour, all the big rock bands, and I think it was like rock and hip hop, just generally like cool bands. My parents had met over their mutual love for Jane's Addiction, so, you know, they were big fans of this tour. They were working for this company that was going to do the tour, so they offered to run the stall. Like, they ran the stall on this tour. So me and Victor, who were babies, were brought along. You know, we got a camper,
Alright, I'm back.
drove around the country to all these different shows.
Like Days of Bitch.
And, you know, my parents ran this stall. Me and Victor would hang around. I remember we had like one of those toys, like Fisher Price slides. We'd just hang out on the slide and wait for my parents to you know, do the day's events. But like, because of the fact that they didn't want to, you know, literally always be watching us and shit, they, you know, sometimes they wanted to go watch the show, party, I don't know. Occasionally they would have they would offer people stuff to babysit us. And so apparently Green Day, who were not super famous yet because Dookie had like just came out, so they were like a mildly popular band, but I don't think they were like, I don't think they had hugely taken off yet. Like, Green Day was around, and my dad had talked to them because they're all from Southern California. So, you know, he bonded with them over that. And he gave them clothes in exchange for them babysitting me and Victor. And I distinctly remember Trey Cool, the drummer, trying to teach us how to skip rocks because he was good at it, and we could not figure that shit out. But, that's the only memory I have of it. But, because I was fucking really young. And, but yeah, so my dad had given them these free clothes, which apparently had pissed off the boss, except that in 1995, when they are a lot more popular, they took those clothes and wore them at Woodstock. So if you watch the videos of Woodstock, of them performing, you can see that they are wearing Pernici clothes that my dad gave them.
Incredible.
Couldn't get better fucking advertising than that, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna do the Bellsprout Tower.
Bite my lip and close my eyes, I was taken away to paradise.
Right. There's our Ghastly here. Ghastly would be a sick, nasty fart.
Oh yeah, we have to name him Sick Nasty Fart.
Oh my god, that's pretty good.
I don't think we'll be able to fit all that, but...
Maybe we can like abbreviate it.
Sick Nasty Fart. Remember when my catchphrase was Sick Nasty Farts?
I do.
Digi just ascended live on stream.
It's true.
What did I do? Just bite my lip and close my eyes?
But my lip and close my eyes.
That was my The Cure take on Longview.
Yeah.
Some say quit.
Oh god.
I go blind, but it's just a
You
mess.
sound like a gay seal.
Actually, it's more like, I sound more like Amadeus, like the German
Oh my
dude.
god.
Rub me Amadeus, come and rub me Amadeus.
Oh my god.
Amadeus, 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 Amadeus. Click on this video to get blasted by Digi singing. Excellent.
Yeah, that's
how it usually goes.
Please.
Also, I am like,
that.
apparently I'm very red. Like the camera, like when you left, I guess because the light like focused on my shirt and it just made me red as fuck.
Yeah, and I'm less white now, and I'm like kind of pink.
Digi, how high is your Christ consciousness right now? It's through the fucking roof. Boba Bickle gave us $2 and said, name Ghastly Boba 2.
Boba 2?
Yep.
Alright, somebody snipe.
People now have Boba 1
somebody
and
snipe
2.
In.
What? How can they snipe? Do they have to give more?
Yeah.
Well, he wants it to be Boba 2.
You got some real generous viewers today. Some people really want this shirt. You should advertise the shirt. It's been a hot minute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Butthole Weed just gave us $5. He says, I saw
shit.
Green Day in August 2017. Show was way too long. I got tanked and
my
woke up on a
God.
security golf cart. Green Day. Chill on them 3-hour shows. Goddamn, 3
Did they
hours?
play Uno, Dos, and Tres? Have they had any music since then?
Yeah, they had that shitty fucking Revolution Radio.
Oh, no. I forgot about that. Fuck.
Cozy gave $2 and said, name it Boba 3. So there's your snipe.
Perfect. I love it. I love it.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Oh boy. Bite my lip and close my eyes sounds like it's from a Kids Bop version of Ohio is for Lovers. Like, bite my lip and close my eyes. Or no, it would be the, yeah, so bite my lip and close my eyes. Except that you're describing masturbation, so I think it's even less kid-friendly than cut my wrists and black my eyes. I don't know, they're both not kid-friendly.
Anime, not just kid stuff.
Yeah.
Legendary.
I've never, like, thought of a show being too long, but 3 hours does sound pretty fucking long to be listening to goddamn Green Day.
Oh my god.
Listening to the same 4 chords over and over again for 3 fucking hours.
Boy.
Did you have you watched the first episode of Maidens of the Savage season? Not yet. I will be after we do this stream. As soon as we're done with
I'm
this,
excited. I can't wait.
here's what's gonna happen, alright? Here's where the way my night is going, alright? Just so everybody understands. We're gonna finish this here live stream. Then I'm gonna set my advertisement for my t-shirt to render. For those who don't know, the t-shirt that I am releasing, which will be $30 domestic, $40 international. May's wearing it right now. Is a shirt
really
of me fighting all the Kiritos. It's me with a cigar in my mouth and a gun in hand, about ready to sweep all of these Kiritos. Regular Kirito, ReZero Kirito, Blonde Kirito, Death March of the Parallel World Rhapsody Kirito, and Ass War Kirito. And all they can do is burst link or run. And I will have a sign, I will have my name up here that I will write on the shirt. And it's going to be for sale, but if you make a super chat like Malcolm Dean just did,
it's ghastly.
then you will be entered into a raffle to win this shirt by the end of this live stream, which is coming soon, probably. Malcolm Dean says, never met you in person, but shout out to VA Beach and Shade Like the Lamp. Excellent. Shade is not in VA Beach anymore, but I am. So, that's fucking ill.
Sick titty. Let's
Incidentally,
put this boy to sleep.
the brand that I'm gonna have for all my merch is the Virginia Beach Hermit Society. I'm bringing it back now that I live in VA Beach again, with no real
Excellent.
intentions of leaving anytime soon.
Alright. Let's catch this Boba 3.
VA Beach Hermit Society is a thing once more.
Boba 3. Ghastly kind of looks like a tainted boba anyways.
Yeah, like
Boba gone bad.
that's fucking hilarious.
I fucking love bobas. Except for when I choke on them. Yesterday we got tea before we grilled and stuff, and I inhaled on a boba, and I was just sitting there coughing and choking, and nobody did anything for 30 minutes.
That's not true.
30 seconds.
Gray Lightning says, take on Black
boy.
Ariel. I
Make 'em
could not
just
give
big
less
enough.
of a fuck about anything ever in my entire life. And Kim Kardashian's kimono brand. Are you gonna buy a Kim
Oh,
Kardashian
fuck! Yes, it has to happen. They're probably really fucking expensive, but what an autist. Kim Kardashian is the most famous autist of our generation.
She did dress as 02.
She tied her hair pink. She didn't just dress as 02.
Simon Midkiff says, put me in the raffle for the Kiri Bro shirt. Will
She's
do.
a 40-year-old woman who dyed her hair pink to look like an anime character. Appreciate.
Is she really 40?
Yeah. Maybe she's like in her late 30s now, but she's a grown-ass woman.
How old do you think her fans are?
Okay, the people who are her fans are probably closer to my age because they probably grew up with keeping up with the Kardashians and stuff. Put me in the raffle.
Kim said she'd change the name. She's not gonna call them kimonos because people probably gave her too much shit about it. I fucking hate that shit so much. Fuck that. Double down. They're super kimonos now. They're better than Japanese ones. That's how I would advertise it. Fuck that Jap shit. This is real kimonos. So fucking obnoxious. Nasty looking booty though, says Vito Pacino.
Agreed.
She probably has a fake butt, right?
I mean, probably now, but she was always pretty hot.
How many girls did it take to the booty shop?
Her like stepsister Kylie Kardashian has fake tits and fake boobs and fake lips, and she's like 22.
Adam
You truly live
Siaka
in
says,
the
"Make me a
darkest
shirt,
age."
boy. Will do."
Hell yeah.
Don't forget, this shirt will be for sale in just a couple hours, probably. But yeah, I mean, $2. If you do manage to win this raffle, $2 would be a great fucking price to get this shirt for. That's for sure.
It'd be pretty epic.
And if Boba Bickle or Butthole Weeb doesn't get this shirt, they will have thrown a lot of money away. The funny thing is, they keep making $2 donations. You only have to give $1 to get a raffle.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't been scaling it for how much. I haven't been writing your name 5 times if you give $5. I've just been writing it for every time you do a thing. Maybe next time I will, but that would use a lot of paper.
Let's decide who we're gonna use for the gym. The gym is gonna be a flying type gym. I feel like Geodude would probably be really good for the gym just because he has a resistance against flying. And who has the highest?
What is my target audience in
highest
contrast to my
defense?
actual audience? I think my audience is, for the most part, I mean, like,
Totodile. For
the people
sure.
who are my patrons, for the most part, are exactly who my target audience would be. Like, the people who are, like, the super hardcore fans who consume all of my stuff, they generally are exactly who I'm trying to make that stuff for. People who just, like, casually view just, like, the anime analysis videos and stuff, like, and don't really have any interest in the rest of my stuff, not really my target audience. You can't put a message in for only $1. That doesn't matter. Like, you only have to give $1 for your name to show up. So, like, if you're just trying to enter anybody who gives money is in the raffle. You don't have to say that you want to be in it. You just have to give $1. Butthole Weeb says, "What's the gimmick here? Do my super chats add up?" They do.
They do.
You have entered
Every
like
time
11
you super
times.
chat, you're entering your name into the raffle.
Yes. Daniel Quinlan gave $5, says, "Make me a raffle boy." No problem. And thanks for the
Welcome to the cup.
Yeah. Well, they're not in the cup yet, but they will.
They will be.
I'm gonna laugh real hard if neither Butthole Weeb nor Boba Bickle wins this goddamn thing after they've been in there so many times.
Right. Oh,
It's
I don't
gonna
know
be
why
funny
I
as
changed to the
fuck.
center. Let's just run away. I mean, the odds are likely that they won't win. You know, just because there's so many in there.
I mean, they both have really good odds, though.
No,
Like,
they have better odds than anybody else, but like,
right.
you never really know. Like, even if you have a majority of
Yeah,
the
I mean, you
pieces
could
in
have
there,
60% and still
lose.
There's a good chance. I mean, roll the dice.
Well, you don't really lose. It's just like you don't win. It can only be one winner.
That is the same thing as losing, I
Nah,
believe.
I don't
I don't think
believe
there's
that.
another definition for that. I hate that my region doesn't let me throw money at my internet idols. Well, I mean, if you have, I mean, I don't know where you are. You're probably international, and you'll probably have to pay $40. But I will ship my T-shirt anywhere.
Ship it to Antarctica.
When the T-shirt goes for sale, I will ship it to anywhere that it needs to be shipped to, as long as you are allowed to buy it, I guess. I don't know if there's countries that have, like, embargoes where, like, you can't buy things from America at all.
I wouldn't be surprised. Cuba? North Korea.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd even be able to watch me from places like that, though. I don't know if they would even... You'd probably have to go through proxies or some shit.
And still, you would have to be, like, really low-key about where you're actually from in those places.
I'm sure anybody who knows they're in a country like that would not take the risk of attempting to buy a shirt. Some countries may have banned Digibro specifically, says Zelskzerker. It's possible. I'm sure there's gotta be some just places I am banned from, like real life physical places, right? Like, I don't know of any.
BronyCon.
I'm not banned from BronyCon.
Wade is talking to us.
Who the fuck is Wade?
Oh, he's got berries for us.
Is he gonna make you fight him for them?
No. It's not really worth going all the way out there for berries. But it is.
What is your opinion of Maryland? I am a native, so I have to hear your hot takes. I mean, I've only ever been there for conventions. I've only ever really been to Baltimore. Baltimore is like, there's one strip that the convention center is on that's like nice stuff, and then the entire rest of the city is a shithole that is dangerous as fuck. That if you walk like one street down from the convention center, you are on the red light district. So I would say Baltimore's kind of a shithole for the most part. The rest of Maryland seems fine. I mean, I've driven through it a bunch of times. It's mostly rural. You know, there's not a lot of cities or anything there. You have to buy alcohol at alcohol stores. They don't sell it in stores at all, just like in Boston. So that's kind of lame. But cigarettes are cheap, so at least there's that. I don't know. It seems fine. Butthole Weeb says, now if I do win, I want a signature from Digi on there that says Ava is mediocre, ghost it gang gang. Watch it, chat. Spank my girthy carrot.
Why am I having such a hard
I'll write all that.
Is there a secret to doing this? Alright,
we've got like 12 Butthole Weebs on this stack of like 40 or 50. We're getting this has definitely been more successful than our last raffle. That's for sure. People seem to want the Digibro shirt more than they wanted the Nader-free hat. Nice. Well, plus the other one was a hat, and I mean, I don't wear hats.
Alright, I guess that works.
Everybody wears shirts. So.
Alright, let's go kick some fucking ass.
Which Sword and Shield starter do you think is the cutest? I don't know their names.
The bunny. Score bunny.
Yeah, the bunny's probably the cutest. I barely remember the other two. They're not the most memorable starter designs. Oh, Baphomet just submitted in CLP, which I've never even heard of. I gotta find out what the hell CLP is. How much 688 of it is.
Isn't that like Colombian pesos or something? I thought you got that last time. Chilean peso, right?
Might be. Yeah, Chilean peso, and it's about $1. Simon Midkiff also
Thank
gave
you, buddy.
$2 and says, put me in there, I guess.
Hell yeah, welcome to the cup. The cup life.
This party's getting crazy. I love doing raffles.
They're pretty awesome. They're pretty
mean,
awesome.
Like, if I just sold this shirt, I'd get $30. If I raffle this shirt, I get whatever the total sum of all of this is. So for you guys, it's like, oh, either I just threw $2 into the void, I won't miss, or hey, at least I gave it to a content creator I appreciate. And from my perspective, it's like I just sold a shirt for like over $100. It's a perfect system. Everybody wins. Especially the guy who wins, who gets a shirt for like $2.
Right.
No shipping and handling.
They don't have to worry about shit. They just get it.
How are the new Poke Girls comparing to the Sun and Moon ones? I only think we've seen the black girl, and she's hot.
And the professor assistant.
I don't remember seeing that one.
She has big tits and a boob window.
Well, sounds good.
Do you remember her at all? Not ringing a bell?
Vaguely. I remember the boob window. Will you count my $5 a month plus patron pledge as a name entry? No, because then I would have to include everybody. Also, you just entered already. Simon Midkiff. I mean, I could just raffle a shirt randomly to a patron sometime, I guess. Maybe I'll do maybe that would be a good idea for my Patreon. Just have some kind of raffle that I do every month. Like, that would be a good reason to continue patroning, is that you'll continue to be just like the coffee lottery that Better Than Food Book Reviews does.
We should do a coffee lottery, but it should be like an alcohol lottery or something.
Digi, you listen to the new Denzel Curry album? Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's very much like a Florida, like bangers rap album. I definitely don't like it as much as his more like serious full albums where there's more of like a narrative throughout the album. I feel like it's just a collection of bangers, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't have as much flow. Buttle Weave just gave us another $2. Says, what would you do if you met Maddox in person?
Didn't we literally talk about this together when we were going to LA? Like, oh my god, what if we run into Maddox?
Yeah, I don't know what
Throw a milkshake at him, obviously.
I would not do that.
With cement in it.
I don't know, like, I feel like he's so fucking beaten down at this point that, like, there's nothing, I don't want to fucking, you know, I don't want to make him feel even worse. But
I'd probably ask to take a selfie with him and just never post it anywhere.
I mean...
Just to have it.
It's a weird experience to have, like, been a fan of him at some point, and then to now at this point, not only, like... It's one thing that I think he's a piece of shit. I also just don't think he's made anything good in a long time, you know? Like, so it's like a double down. That's really his biggest weakness. Like, I think he wouldn't be... I don't think he would be getting so much shit if anything he was making was worthwhile at all. But because it's, like, both nothing he's doing is good and everybody thinks he's an asshole, it's like...
Damn.
He's not gonna have an easy time coming back. Does Digi listen to Joe Rogan? I've only listened to a few. The Alex Jones ones are incredible, but listen to like just ones with people who I knew who they were, basically, like MKBHD.
We don't have time for any more podcasts, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
we're already behind on both the podcasts we listen
like
to.
the only two podcasts I listen to regularly are The Dick Show and Who Are These Podcasts. For a long time, it was just The Dick Show, but like, Who Are These Podcasts became my second podcast I actually listen to regularly. You should make sure it's legal to hold a raffle like that. I know Studio Trigger isn't able to do raffles on Patreon. I don't know if that's a legal issue or if it's got to do with their sponsors. Like, Trigger has to, like, really... They have to be, like, ultra careful with everything they do because the... You know, it's not so simple as just an artist doing something for an audience, you know? There's, like, a lot more that goes into it. I mean, for what it's worth, I don't even know if I'm technically allowed to do raffles on YouTube. I am just doing it because it seems like something I should be able to do.
Right? It's not really gambling.
No. Because you're
just donating. You're just doing a super chat.
To have your name in
it happens to also go into a raffle. But the
it's like pachinko.
The function of the super chat is still there. Alright, I'm gonna go heal up before we face the last
Before the stream ends, I would like to say you are one of my greatest inspirations to become one day a content creator. Oh god, I got pushed off screen. For whatever platform is dominating when that day comes. That's a good way to think of it. Just wait for the next wave to happen and then ride that shit.
Gen content.
Or don't wait for it to happen, but figure out what the next wave will be, and then fucking have your board out before anybody else realizes what's going on. Buttlewee gave another $5. Yeah, you're behind on podcast, but haven't finished Ghostic. SMH. You guys better get the stick out of your ass and watch it after this stream. I got too much other stuff I have to watch after this stream. I gotta watch all of today's anime after the stream.
We'll watch it eventually, I'm sure.
Digibro revealed the rate at which you win, so if anything, it's a good gacha.
Yep. A Gucha.
A Gucha. Oh boy. We have been going for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to grind a little bit before we do the gym.
Can we just, like, did you beat the rival?
Well, I want to beat the final guy in this tower before
Wasn't
we
that
do
the
it.
rival? I saw him up there.
Yeah, but it's not. You don't fight the rival here. You just run into the rival.
Hey, can we just stop after we beat the tower then?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This will be the slowest Nuzlocke. I mean, I think they're all are
slow.
Really
They're
slow.
all incredibly slow. I think Nate's was like 150 episodes at like 2
boy.
hours an episode or
Really?
something. Dude, his is literally like hundreds of hours long, and it took months to do.
To go into the gym, an accident. What a fucking baka. What a fucking baka.
Could you imagine if you had accidentally started the gym battle and
They make the gyms
lost?
look too much like a Poke Center. It's like the dome entrance. No.
I have not finished the 4th and 5th Boogie Pop books yet. The problem is I was trying to... Okay, I read the other books that had already been out to May in the time before the anime started, and then I started reading her the 4th book, but it has like 6 narrators that it doesn't always indicate which one's talking. And like... I know that in Japanese it would come down to like the way they speak, but it's a lot harder to follow in English. And generally, I felt like when I was reading the other books, because I had already read them before, I like kind of, you know, knew what to predict, knew what the characters' personalities were, like how I should perform them, what the book is. Reading it out loud as my first read was kind of more stressful, and also I couldn't really keep track of what the fuck was going on because there's so many goddamn characters. So I think I want to read it in full first, and then, you know, read it again out loud to May. Or we could both just read the book, because it's just not a book that's easy to read out loud. There's so many fucking characters.
Right.
I get halfway through a sentence, and then I realize I'm reading the wrong character, and then I have to switch voices and do it again.
Mealy as fuck, use the escape rope.
That mealy motherfucker. What are your top 10 films that aren't animated? Can be a quick list or in-depth, I don't care. Oh boy.
Alright, we're doing the boss of the
Oh,
Bell
Daniel
Sprout Tower.
Quinian just gave $5, says, have you seen the Long Long Man Sakeru gummy commercials? Asking for rant purposes. I have not, but you can go ahead and request a rant anyways, and I will watch them. If they're short.
You sound fascinating.
They're ads, so I imagine they're not super long. Oh, they are called Long Long Man. My top 10 favorite films that aren't animated: Speed Racer, Blade Runner, Lord of the Rings trilogy, probably. Every Quentin Tarantino movie, every fucking, what's his name? The guy who did
Learn rock
Budapest
polish.
Hotel and Moonrise Kingdom. You know that guy's name?
The guy.
You guys know who I'm talking about.
You guys have Wikipedia.
That guy, all his movies.
Why didn't I try that again? My bad.
Hellboy 2.
Swapping in. I'm gonna swap in Geodude just to give him some extra EXP. Because I'd like to use him.
Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and the fucking Sherlock Holmes movies.
Let's give him a little test run. Let's see how much damage our boy Geoboob can do. Or our girl Geoboob.
Digi, what's your opinion on Ben's recent rant on the PCP where he's in favor of stealing money from Amazon? Tom also shut him down when he mentioned Amazon would just leave the US if that happened. I don't know. I don't listen to the PCP that
sounds
I'm
like
not
a fucking clusterfuck.
Wes Anderson, thank you. Wes Anderson's the American Akiyuki Shinbo aesthetic. He's similar, but I don't know if I'd draw that direct comparison. They both have similar appeals for sure. Who do I think I would compare? I don't think there's any anime director who I'd directly compare to Wes Anderson, because his style is just way too specific. I'm also trying to think if there's any live action director I'd compare to Shinbo. I feel like I used to.
Switched into a Bill Sprout. We're gonna switch into another guy.
Will you ever finish your Dark Souls 2 playthrough? No, definitely not. To be fair, you should steal money from Amazon. I don't know about all that. I don't think that Amazon is inherently evil. I think there's a lot of different angles you could look at them from, but they definitely need to fix some of their business practices. That's for sure.
Aye.
Del Toro is the most aesthetic Western director. Is he more aesthetic than Wes Anderson? Is he more aesthetic than like some of the older, or like well, he's definitely not more aesthetic than Nicholas Winding Refn, the guy who did Drive and Only God Forgives, Neon Demon. That guy comes to mind first when I think most aesthetic. Even though part of the reason that his movies have such crazy color aesthetics is that he's like partially colorblind, so he just makes his movies in colors that he can see.
We beat the.
We did it. We beat the Bellsprout Tower. I think that's gonna be the end. We'll do the fucking gym on the next stream because this is almost 3 hours and we got shit to do tonight.
It's true. This was a lot of fun though, guys. Thank you for all this super chats.
If anybody wants to get into the raffle, that you have 1 minute before we fucking pull
show them what they get.
They get this t-shirt.
I'm wearing the shirt right now. It's excellent.
Digibro versus the Kirito Army. Butthole Weave just gave $10. He says, my laptop is fixed finally, May. After AX, I'll send you the videos to edit. Speaking of Ghostic, one day I need to do my hour-long loving thesis video. Are you up for the challenge? Lol. He's asking if you'd want to edit an hour-long Ghostic video.
I'll edit anything, man. I am down. I like editing.
Depends on what you're offering, I guess.
For the time goes, it looks like I'm going to be enrolling in college in the fall. I'm probably going to pick up a part-time job, but like the next month, I think I probably will be.
He's not going to have it done in the next month. He's talking about writing an hour-long
I'm just saying,
Ghostic
like,
video.
I am happy to edit whatever, but like my time.
We'll see what kind of time you have when the time comes.
You know, I can't really say what my life will be like 9 months from now when you finish the video.
Yeah, you'll literally be like in college and have a job and be pregnant and have like manga Mondays and Pokemon live streams.
And being preparing for like our next move again. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds?
All right. I'm not seeing any new super chats, so should we just do this in the cup?
Oh, you got a new super chat.
Oh, wait. Absolute Wookie with 200 yen.
So many Kiritos.
So many Kiritos.
So little time. So little time to get your name into this raffle.
What if Absolute Wookie came in at the last minute and
then
wins?
It was rigged. Then we
and
just
I have
shuffle
to send
it
it all
enough.
the way to Japan. All right. Should we do it in this cup?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta shuffle
legendary
it up real
cup.
good.
How many names are in there?
There is. Oh, I'll count them out and throw them in the cup. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You still
5,
have time.
6.
Still have time,
7,
folks, to earn this
8,
awesome shirt.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. 58 total names in the cup. Probably 20 of those are Butthole Weeb, and 12 are Boba Bickle. I gotta mix these up real good because there are so many goddamn fucking
so many names.
repeated
Oh my God.
butthole weebs in there.
This is so exciting. I'm trembling. Who's gonna win?
All right, I'm trying to put them in a way where they're all facing up, so that there's none that are like laying flat that would be hard to pick. I'll even show. Here's what the cup looks like.
It's a fucking.
Here's
there's
all
a
the
lot of
all the
names
stuff in the
there.
cup. All right. All right. What's it gonna be? Her eyes are closed. She's shuffling around.
All right.
She's going for it. She's really taking her time, making sure she picks one that feels good. We have
Boba Bickle!
Boba Bickle, you stacked the deck well enough.
Congratulations.
Your 12 fucking names paid off. You paid probably slightly less than the actual cost of the shirt. And you beat Butthole Weeb, who paid for like 2 shirts at least. So there you go. Boba Bickle is the winner. I already know your address, so I can just send it to you. I even know what size you want because you bought one of the misprints.
Maybe he wants one for a friend.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Boba Bickle, if you're still watching, go ahead and contact me on Discord. If all of the information is the same as the previous shirt that you
Hell yeah. Congratulations, buddy. You got a fat shirt coming your way.
Butthole Weave didn't even know what he was competing for the first half of his super chat, so
a nice Hanes
maybe he won't
shirt.
miss it.
That'll
Boba Bickle, good job stacking the deck. Whether or not we will allow this next time is debatable, because I feel like people will now see that it works and that they might give up if they're not the one who stacks the deck.
I mean, it just means you have higher odds. They know how it works.
All right, well,
they don't need to see it in action to understand.
We'll be back next Friday at 7 p.m. with more Pokemon SoulSilver.
Yeah.
Watch us beat Faulkner. Watch us try not to die.
In the cave.
In the cave, which is the hardest part in the Nuzlocke, I imagine.
Probably.
All right, everybody. Oh, and look out for my shirt ad that'll be coming in probably like an hour, and also today's anime that'll come later tonight. Peace the fuck out!